The ground report. The ground report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The ground report. The ground report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The ground report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
Lent is here, and the castle is making fasting easy and tasty. Come enjoy any of our 5 delicious fish options, all made with a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal. 2 slices of fish with a side. The fish combo. 2 slices of fish, 1 side, and a drink. Maybe the fish sandwich combo of 1 sandwich, a side, and a drink. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Enjoy a slice of fish, a fish sandwich with a side and a drink. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest royal castle.
David Guide and Son Funeral Services, with locations in High Street, Saparia, Port of Spain, Couva, San Fernando, and Point Fortin. David Guide and Son Funeral Services is the choice for you. Having to lose someone you love is already hard, so funeral services and arrangements should be made easy. And at David Guide and Son, that is what we guarantee. We guarantee our customers exclusive services at affordable prices. Our services include funeral pre-arrangement packages, casket customization, great customer service, the latest in body preparation technology, and the best fleet of vehicles to give your loved ones the send-off they deserve. With 5 convenient locations located nationwide, feel free to call or visit us today. With full packages starting from as low as $7,500, call David Guide and Son Funeral Services today. Distinctive, not expensive.
Get ready to board the Harbor Master. Easter Sunday night for Howie T Annual Boat Cruise. Clash of Generations. Sunday, 31st March.
Bring your badness on, come. I want you to bring your badness on, come. Come again.
Boarding 11 p.m. Sailing at 12 midnight. Dress elegantly in orange and black. Featuring Angel Journey, Digital Dice, King Kabuki, and the Hitman Howie T.
Hey, Howie
Welcome the king of the dance hall.
Tickets at $200. Get them now at Sion's Bar San Fernando, Como Barbershop, Busy Corner Mall, Chagones, Bobby's Bar, Curab, Caliente Bar, Curab, Fats International, Trinity Mall, and Arima, New Luna Bar, Aruca, Revive Beauty Bar, Mokoya Lights, Ben's Hideaway, Pinto Road, Arima, Roadside Cafe San Juan, Amanda's Grill, Excellent City Port of Spain, and the Sour Team, the Hitman Howie T Annual Boat Cruise. Clash of Generations.
Me and the band CD from down the 90s. I love the vibes where you bring.
Sunday, 31st March. Get ready to board the Harbor Master. Easter Sunday night. 104.7 FM is the official station for Clash of Generations.
More FM 104.7 and Wired 868 every Thursday at 3:30 p.m. for your sports and review. Weekly sports update, live interviews, opening and close credit. 1 by 30 seconds and 5 minutes for only $300 per segment. Join us and be in the know.
Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. Shop at ADC Supermarket, Cleaver Road. A very comfortable and clean environment. These prices are unbelievable. Come see for yourself. We have the best alcohol prices. Don't miss out. Get those specials on liquor. Put food on your table with ADC Supermarket, conveniently located at number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima. Every Friday and Saturday is real vibes and live entertainment from your very own DJ Christian on Friday and Saturday. Everyone is talking about ADC Supermarket. Shop in comfort and in a clean environment with the best prices for all your grocery needs. A secured parking. Remember, free delivery. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. ADC Supermarket, number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima.
Not today.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back.
Relief shouldn't be hard to swallow. Get relief with the No More range of fast-acting syrups. Find no more congestion, no more allergies, no more nausea, and the new No More mucus in all leading pharmacies. Relief starts here.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
No more guessing. Get back to living.
It's official. July 20th. Join the celebration. Center of Excellence, Soca, R&B, Chutney, Reggae, and more music festival.
The ground report. The ground report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The ground report. The ground report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The ground report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
Yes, indeed. Of course, very good morning to all and sundry, East, West, North, South, Central, friends in Tobago, and wherever you are, streaming on the World Wide Web. A pleasant good day to you. This is, yes, of course, the ground report, and of course, the report of this and on this Wednesday morning from 6 to 9, your favorite program, and no doubt. Of course, the Prime Minister did have some kind of conversation, he says, of course, with the Prime Minister. And I suppose now, speaking in third person, and of course, wearing, or should I say, abusing almost ad nauseum the term prime minister, and of course the making a mockery of meet the prime minister, because it's always an event that is not only ad nauseum but merely to vent certain political disposition that he would have had. And of course, it shows a more desperate individual, because here it is, he attacked, of course, the former Prime Minister of St. Lucia, simply because he said that Kamala, and endorsed, of course, like many others, whether it's PEP, whether it be NTA, they have come to the recognition that, as we have been spouting, admonishing, and of course advocating and visualizing, that it's chalk and cheese when coming to the PNM and coming to this particular Prime Minister, and of course the current opposition leader, and therefore the next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. That is inevitable. But Dr. Rowley's desperation is so pregnant, is so visual, is so conspicuous, that of course he couldn't contain it, particularly knowing full well that he's a person that is extremely easy to be peeved, particularly when things are not going his way. Well, clearly, I mean, here it is, he regurgitated something that he said. Most of the things that he said yesterday, whenever he had that particular, who knows, who cares? I mean, it's only because we are opinion formers, and because we need to be informed, why I would, of course, even entertain looking at Dr. Rowley for one moment, but there's always something ad nauseum, something sinister, something undermining. He talked about, of course, what he talked so many times before, that of course the country would have gone to the IMF if he didn't make an intervention, and then of course the convoluted talk, always with something new, but of course knowing that is a lie, with respect, of course, to the train one, and really and truly that had nothing to do with whatever negotiations, having regard, of course, to the situation in Trinidad and Tobago that he and his administration have brought onto the country, and of course avoiding the fact that you met $12 billion there in reserves. How does that equate to going to the IMF? I don't know, but this man is mad. This man is totally insane. And of course, the elasticity of his stupidity and his illogical and irrational behavior continues, of course, to loom large. And I don't know why people would, of course, go in a scant, let's say, public room, and of course have any discourse with this man. It is simply untenable. But that is the reality, and clearly what it shows, not only is he desperate, but will not, of course, relent, because when he was asked to review his performance in 2023, and he was and he talked about succession planning within the PNM, he always avoids whether or not he will be getting out of office, even though, of course, he would tell you that it's a sort of oxymoron type of situation, and always, of course, ambiguous, and of course with a high degree of circumlocution, as well as equivocalism, as they would say. You know, he never rests in any particular position, but we know from his conduct, and that's all you could judge an individual by, and that is he is not prepared to leave. And he's not prepared, of course, to as he would say, come out of office with his feet, or should I say, he said something to the effect that he's not the kind of person to come out with his feet first, meaning that he wouldn't die in office. Now, this fellow will not only die, if there was a resurrection of such an individual, he will die and resurrect. That's to tell you how he loved that particular office unmeritoriously, and of course claiming that he did so much for Trinidad and Tobago. Only he alone knows that, nobody else. So that is the definition probably, or the characteristics of a fellow who has gone mad and in office, and therefore is only waiting. Of course, the Romans have a saying for them, I think, or the Greek. They say that, of course, those who the gods wish to destroy, they first send them mad. Well, of course, Dr. Rowley clearly has gone insane. Having regard, of course, to that, let's go straight to the headlines. 2 cops acquitted of robbing Tunapuna Bakery owner in 2008. UNC wants a joint select committee to probe SSA. Of course, the other one, PM. Government acted responsibly with SSA without giving us any information, obviously. Injured boy's twin asking for him after Tobago fire. Solo girls recall Ras Shotiai at the music festival. Boys top soloist at Naparima Bowl. Former St. Lucia PM hails UNC leader as visionary, and that is what Rowley couldn't take. The fact that the former Prime Minister, what was his name? Let me make sure and get his name, because I want to treat with that in a particular way, because I know that St. Lucia was invited by Trump to his home in Florida. And of course, Rowley not being invited said that the foreign policy of the government is not determined by a man, of course, inviting him to his home. That's only because he wasn't invited. Of course, it's a typical case of what is called cognitive dissonance, where of course you didn't get what you want, something like the fox and the grapes. Then they say it's ugly, it's sour, it's all kind of thing and so on. Well, that is Rowley, because I remember very distinctly, contrary to, of course, his position then and his typical stance when, of course, he is rejected, when, of course, a lobbyist did, in fact, and the same fellow with respect to Naikwan, who has gotten over $100 million, and the bank, Republic Bank, doesn't know when they're going to get paid, and the project itself seemed to be mired in not only confusion but disaster and all kinds of legal ramifications that will emerge from that. But of course, I remember very distinctly when Dr. Rowley said that he was in his bathroom, and of course he got a call, and when the other end, it was Donald Trump. Of course, all of that time we did know that there was a lobbyist that, of course, he would be paying out of our money in order to, of course, get that call from Trump. And then he was, of course, given the impression that, of course, he was such an important player in the Caribbean, suggested to the local consumption that he always does, believing that all of us are fools. And then, of course, he told us that, he delivered that to us, and we felt at the time, well, listen, all right, the man is somebody of importance, but now we know that he is so conscious of the fact that he has an inferiority complex, so that his leadership and his inability to move forward. I don't know why people continue to mama-guy him and attend his sessions and so on. I suppose that is because he wears the mantle of Prime Minister. Other than that, I doubt that anybody will pay attention to this man. Tobago to host, of course, the TT Gulf Open after 40-year hiatus. So these are some of the issues that I would want to discuss this morning. I'm sure that you would have yours as well. So when we come back, of course, we will look at these and other stories. And I want to tell, of course, up front, the young men on George Street and Nelson Street and so on. I understand there was a murder yesterday whilst we were at the facility, but on George Street. Too, of course, we're going to continue to do our part. In spite of that, we know that it's not going to be an overnight transformation, but certainly, of course, it is imperative and very important that we, of course, admonish them that this kind of animosity, this kind of taking of life, apparently willy-nilly, only because you probably have a firearm, I want to tell you that it does not all go well. And of course, one of the issues that we'll be addressing when we get into full stride, so to speak, on the George Street, and of course talking with those young men that are right around us on George Street, that and Nelson Street, etc., is that of course there are alternatives that are much more healthier, much more sustainable, and I suppose the presence of Heinz, not once, not twice, and of course the Scotland now hearing that the ground report is in the vicinity. I expect, of course, the beam. It was supposed to be this morning, but I'm not there this morning. I'm still at the old facility on Park Street. But certainly, probably tomorrow we'll be working out of the George Street office in terms of bringing the ground reporter to you, as well as, of course, the corridor transformation and other projects that we have in store. So stay tuned and be aware that we are committed, and that, of course, inevitably we must generate the transformation that is required. So, of course, we look forward to what? It's time that we get a better life. It's time that we get into a situation where Trinidad and Tobago and the individuals, therein citizens, look forward to a better life, and that is what the UNC clearly would bring to us. And of course, as everybody is now saying, Kamala Persad-Bissessar and the UNC is the inevitable victor, even though, of course, the reality of that has not yet materialized, simply because it depends on Dr. Rowley as Prime Minister to call the election. But he is hesitant, and he will be, because we can see that he's extremely desperate, and as he, of course, lashes out here, there, and everywhere, but of course in vain. That being as it may, let's go for the break, and when we come back, more on this edition of the Ground Report.
Shiny Ari Restaurant is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standards. Serving local breakfast items like sada, fry bake, roast bake, and pies, with all your favorite local fillings. Assorted lunches available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get pilau for $25 or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. They also have soup specials as well as crab and dumpling from 6 p.m. Have dinner on the pavement, a la carte, with burgers, fried nuggets, gyro, and just about anything you can think about. Call 382-9347 to place your order. Shiny and Ari, Main Road, St. James. Open 7 days a week.
The big question today: how much will my electricity bill increase? Stop worrying. Act now. Replace your bulbs with energy-efficient LED bulbs, now available at Trinity Lighting. When you purchase 4 60-watt LED bulbs for $112.50, you get 2 absolutely free. That's right, absolutely free. Or purchase 3 100-watt LED bulbs for the same price and get 1 100-watt LED bulb free. Trinity also has the following options: purchase 2 4-foot LED tube, or 1 8-foot, or 2 LED colored bulbs for the same price, $112.50. At Trinity, we also stock specialty items and a wide range of electrical supplies for all your household, medical, marine, commercial, and much more. Any hard-to-find bulbs or parts, we can source it locally or internationally. Check us out at 123 Western Main Road in St. James, or call 628-8373, WhatsApp 461-8620, or email trinityetc@yahoo.com.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Need quality printing at affordable prices? Then look no further. At Graphic Source, we've got you covered. Take your project to the next level for all your designs and printing needs. From t-shirt printing to labels, signs, and banners. Look no further. Business stamps, flyers, tickets, and invites, just to name a few. With 2 convenient locations: Eastern Main Road, St. Augustine, opposite Massey Stores, and Arima Shopping Center, Broadway Street, Arima. Contact us today. 342-2664, 270-0428, or 360-8917. Graphic Source, your #1 source. You name it, we design it and print it.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life, because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
The rainy season is here, so be weather smart and change your tires to handle the nation's wet roads. After all, you don't want to be the one to cause any accidents, do you? So why not check out Racetrack Wheels right now? They're the only one that gives you quality tires to hold the road properly. And to top it off, Racetrack Wheels carries all sizes of tires for all makes of vehicles. They are the sole distributors for Salem and Achilles tires. These tires carry a full manufactured warranty and is the #1 tire for comfort and performance in this rainy weather. We have the latest rims in all sizes, all at drastically low prices. We also do blank wheels that could be drilled to your vehicle specification. It's all about new technology and keeping ahead of the game.
So hurry on down to Racetrack Wheels, 3 locations: 330 Eastern Main Road, Aruca, 82 Bethany Road, Bucco, Tobago, and 64th Southern Main Road, Chase Village, or call 285-9168.
So my friend, take it from me and be weather smart this season and change your tires right now at Racetrack Wheels.
We are back. The time check is just about 27 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And of course, we continue to do what we know to do and do best, and to the best of our abilities, of course, the entire team. Let's go straight to the lines, of course. The numbers are called 229-0251, 229-0251, as well as the 239-5120, 239-5120, and of course WhatsApp 366-3053. Let me repeat that WhatsApp number again, 366-3053. And don't forget, of course, if you want to get in contact with Andy, please call him after the program, and of course do make a commitment financially, preferably. Wise, of course, you are giving your comments and your expressing your
good morning,
concerns.
Lennox.
Let me put it that way. I don't want to go further than that. All right. Of course, he has not asked us to do anything for him, but we believe strongly that a member of the team is slightly incapacitated. Then, of course, we need to coalesce and to express our concerns.
Good morning, Lennox. Call on the line.
Of course, we open up the lines and we take your calls. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You're calling live?
Good morning, good morning. Speak up a little bit. I'm not hearing you too well. Oh, yes.
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, morning.
Good morning. Yeah, me and you loud and clear now. Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you. Calling from Chisel Shogona.
Good morning to you as well. Go ahead.
Yes, well, it has been a long time.
Chisel, go ahead.
Yes, I think the last time I was here, Happy New Year to you all. The last time I was here was my birthday last year, and it was the 9th of October last time I was here. And no stranger to the program. And a lot has been said.
Okay, great.
Sure.
Welcome back. Yes.
Yes. A lot has been said. I heard. A lot of things had happened throughout the year. And but the people are not getting serious enough. I think. March is coming up. I heard about the march, and a very important march coming up. This is life and death, people of Trinidad and Tobago. And are you ready for this big march, this decision? Whenever you come on the radio, and you all spoke about a lot of things, but you're all not really saying that you're coming out here in the thousands and to make it over 100,000, perhaps 150,000 people in that march. The big question this morning is, are you ready, people of Trinidad and Tobago, for this fight in Trinidad between life and death? Are you really ready? When you come on the radio in a few minutes, what are you going to talk about? This is a very important thing. This is life and death. I'm telling you all, you know. You're supposed to be out there. We did not have a march throughout last year when Andy, when he was there. It didn't have no march, I mean, because you all didn't ready yet. And he said many times, it's when you people out there ready. Are you ready for this march? I will be there. I will be the first man there because I heard about it. This is very, very serious thing, you know, people of Trinidad and Tobago. I was shocked. That's what they want to buy something and step over the road to buy papers, and a tall guy and the papers lady. And this guy was telling me, he said, mightn't be having a next election again because if you put back this man here, they certainly love him and they want him back. And if you make him go back there, it's trouble for you. It shouldn't have no fighting between us now, in a time like now. Even if a man who will join with them, if they join and they come back in the party, it's not supposed to have no confusion. This is not a time for that. This is a time for one love, one unity, and to be able to serve people. And the politicians, they all have to hold one thing together because we will break the PNM come right back in. And that's also we don't want. We don't want them back again here. It's too much pressure for the young people. And as I said, that to the young people, all you young people as well, to join in that march, all you young people in UE, and all around the country, you are the one to join in that march coming up on the 18th. Don't sit down here because Carnival just finished, and some of you flood the whole place and pack the whole place for Carnival for Juve morning. Carnival going on, what's happening now? Get yourself out there. This is your bread and butter. Get yourself out there and come out in that march. It's a very, very important march. It's a long time we didn't have no march in Trinidad and Tobago. No march, we didn't have no march. All the march that we came in the past, we pushed back and from San Fernando to the Pomona in San Fernando and all of the march we had there. I tell you all those marches, I had the first man reach here. If I had to sleep on the bench to get on time there, I get in. I have belly and I had guts. And if I had 40 men or 40,000 men with the belly and the guts I have, this country might have been better. But none of you, some of you sit on your butts and you don't want to do nothing. Just sit and just talk on the radio. This life for no talking, my brother. This is time for action. Action speaks louder than words. And we don't mean what we say. From our heart, we just talk, but we just come on the radio and say what this, and that. But the most important thing, you have to be out there. Come out there on the 18th. On the 20th lockdown. The whole place considered lockdown for this march. Okay? So get yourself out there on the 18th and come out. Bring out all your family who you could bring out, whether with Maxi, whether with this, whether with car, whether with who. But you should try and get there. But Juve morning is Nation Region Port of Spain. Get down there, it's your benefit, it's your future for your children. As you make this man get back into government next year, Kapos will wait for the whole ship sink in the sea. I hope you all know that. It's a serious business. Okay. Trade village.
Very passionate indeed, and very real at the same time. Yes, indeed. Of course, we continue to take your calls. Yes, the caller is quite right. I mean, the nonsense that Dr. will tell. Let's go to the lines. Good morning.
Caller,
we always give way to you.
Morning, Leno.
Good morning.
Morning, my PK, and morning, and yeah, Chase Village. Long time I haven't heard that voice. Good contribution, as always, man. Now, with this crime situation in this country, oh God, this crime is overboard now. Look what going on. Yesterday I was in Charlotte Street. when I get down to get in my maxi, sit down comfortable, I heard about this murder on Charlotte Street. I say to myself, I say, but I know past there, what's really going on? Look for the carnival season, so much of police, thousands of police all over the place, right? We didn't have this, well, we had crime, but for the carnival, it was a little different, right? They wanted people listening and watching the carnival all over the world. So they put out all the thousands of police out there to have things looking nice. You understand? So nobody over in the world or their country wouldn't say, but look what's going on in Trinidad with all this murder. So they pin it down. And look what's going on now. Carnival now over. And we come back to the same old boat. The same old boat, we come back in murders after murders in this place. And this man will come on the television, sit down comfortable and talking. You're trying to open out things, so you're trying to do this. You're trying to do all kind of things because the election right there. You understand? You ain't doing nothing before, but you're looking out to do something. Why? Because you want to get back up there and pressurize the people, pressurize us, and do all kind of wickedness as you are accustomed doing. But Lennox, by the way, what's going on with these 5 fishermen? I'm not hearing nothing about them. What's going on with them? And with the 4 divers, this man, Dr. Rowley, you owe it to this family. You came and you said that you will have a little meeting, you will talk about it. Up to now, it's alleged. I haven't heard nothing about the 4 fishermen. And it have other crimes that happen. We're not hearing nothing. But to come on top there, all you want to come back. But I'm telling all you will have to be done. No going back. And that is how we had to come out there and stand up firm. Come out in all your numbers on the 18th of this month. Come out there, all you. Come out, forget all kind of thing and get out there and let this government know we're taking a stand. We're taking a stand in our numbers. Only not to go back up there because we will be suffering, people will be dying, all kind of things will be taking place. So people come out in all your numbers. I'm tired telling people to come out. If all you want to come out, come out. If all you don't, stay home. And when the pressure starts, when it starts to rise on all you will see what's taking place. Well, I have to come out because I have plenty grandchildren. I have my nieces. I have my mother, 82 years. I tell her she coming out there with me too. She agrees she coming out because she said this country is not the country she know. So, Mama, you coming out there with me and we coming out. So, all you, I don't know what to say again. We could only talk and tell all you to come out. If all you have no family and all you thinking about all your grandchildren and the generation to come, do what all you want. Right? We could only talk. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Of course, and if you had to extend the talk, I mean, Dr. Rowley has been so monotonous and so repetitive that, of course, you could anticipate what he's going to say. So he paints, of course, a gloom and doom situation, entering when he entered, of course, in 2015, telling us about, and he based it on the last occasion on gas prices. And then, of course, he went on to say that it was improved, but because of him. And even though, of course, the situation was, the last budget was pegged on $5 per unit of gas, he still is short, but still saying that, of course, is optimistic because he made an intervention. I mean, it is simply ridiculous, frankly.
Morning,
Good morning.
Morning, Lennox. Morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Morning to Mighty K. Morning to Andy. Lennox, the biggest joke of the century. Yesterday I went Clinic San Fernando Teaching Hospital. By that hospital in chaos. Just I went, my appointment was 11 o'clock. I reached there about 11:30. I get number 93. Lennox, I lived there after 4 years today. And when you go into the hospital, when they call your name, just imagine I line up to do vitals and go and test urine. And my name already calling to see a doctor. These people don't know what they're doing in Lennox. And the senior man in the hospital, I hear him saying, look, somebody have a 8:30 appointment and I don't know how they get it. He is the senior man, he don't know what's going on. And they change everything. Where he used to do vitals, they put it in another area and they're not telling the people nothing. And while we was downstairs waiting, when it was about minutes to 12, somebody come and announce. That's why 11 o'clock appointment. Clinic would start 12:30. So I don't know what taking place with this hospital. And while I upstairs, everybody talking, I meet this young lady talking to me. She says she went and do a blood test for $1,500. They can't do it in the hospital. They're telling you go and get your blood test. When you do your blood test and you pay your money and you come back, they're telling you they cannot accept that. You have to go to Victoria Nursing Home to do a blood test. But in the first place, if you know that is where you want the blood test do, put it on the paper. But what happened? Yeah. These people collecting donation from people. That is donation they're looking for. So you know you have to send them. You have to go by a special institute to get blood tests. So who paying this woman to get another $1,500 to do a blood test? The woman says she don't know what to do. She don't know what to do. But these doctors and them in the hospital, they had a link, and you must go to the link to get your blood test. So they could get whatever they had to get from that, right? So, you know, I don't know if you could remember a couple of weeks ago, I told you about how the section of the hospital that blocked off for about 2 years.
Yes.
When they finished that, the main entrance to go in level 4, where you're going to give up your clinic card to get number and whatever, they block off that. Well, yesterday I happened to pass on the other side and get in there, expecting to see some work going on. You know, nothing going on, and everybody asking the question to each other, why they block it off? Why they block it off? And just imagine people like me, people worse than me, have to go there and walk right around, take a staircase, a walkway, and go and line up to take an elevator to go upstairs, or otherwise walk up the step or take the escalator. How these old people managing to do this thing, boy? These people and them don't care. Mr. Terandial Singh, get up from your big ass or open your brain. If it can open.
Yes, indeed. Of course, we don't share that that particular comment. Of course, we play the disclaimer just to make certain, out of an abundance of caution, because we don't want to jeopardize our future presence in your life, as it has become, of course, an integral part. So we'll do that, and then, of course, we'll come back to the calls.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
Yes, and of course, otherwise we understand the frustration and the irascibility, if you want to call that, or the frustration of callers. You must remember we work within certain parameters, and as far as the license for being able to bring the information to you and for you to share information with others, and therefore we expect that you'll be a little more responsible in terms of making certain that your expressions, your verbalization is sufficiently palatable, having regard to all of the circumstances. We have been, of course, warned on several occasions as far as a media house is concerned, and we don't want, of course, for you inadvertently or based on your anger and your anxiety to, of course, express yourself, that you do so and jeopardizing all and sundry. Of course, we take with tremendous value the comments of Ms. Santa Cruz, for example. So I want to identify that, and I want to tell her that continue, of course, to do in spite of your stated position. Recently, I think it was only yesterday, we'll continue, of course, to do what you're doing, monitor and so on, and share with us those concerns as far as the quality standard is concerned, just to make certain that we have a voice, or you have a voice on a daily basis here in Trinidad and Tobago as we move inevitably to, of course, an election, whether Dr. Bowley likes it or not. The fact is that he is in a desperate mood. Those persons who are engaged in boxing and so on and wrestling will know that when a person is on the carpet, so to speak, that you need to knock them out all entirely, and that is what this is all about. But of course, we do it in a verbal way, a civilized way, and within the context of law and the constitution of this country. We go back to the line, so don't forget, of course, the numbers to call for the new callers. I see that quite a number of new callers are now, of course, engaging. 229 0251 229 0251 239 5120 239 5120, and then, of course, WhatsApp us at 366 3053 366 3053, and we will take your calls regardless, but of course do so with a high degree of sensitivity, that, of course, we are living in a time when, of course, an administration desperate, not just wounded, but knocked out, drowning, and of course will do anything as an excuse to try to hoodwink and deceive the population. We must be there to neutralize all of that and to give you the antidote. Ultimately, of course, move into an election where, of course, we will simply do what we have to do and then let the chips fall where they may. I don't know if you want to go for a quick break and come back, Newbie, or you would want to, of course, to continue calls. The option is yours.
I go for the break and come back now.
All right, let's go for the break, and when we come back, more on this edition of the Ground Report.
Looking for top quality and affordable hardware supplies? Then look no further than Mitlin Hardware, number 97 Eastern Main Road, Aruka. We stock a wide range of tools, water tanks, blocks, lumber, steel, and everything you need for your home and business project. Check out our new display of steel windows and assorted designs of metal curtain rods. Mitlin also stockpiles sand, gravel, topsoil, and more. We have a variety of kitchen faucets, face basins, and toilet sets, bathroom mat sets, all garden tools, hand tools, generators, power washers, and water pumps. Customers can make payments via links, credit card, online payment, and cash on delivery. WhatsApp 327-7761 for free quotations, or give us a call at 646-2144. Open every day, Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. From foundation to finish, it's all at Mitlin.
For over 100 years, radio has been the most accessible, and to date, it's still the most listened to medium everywhere. More FM 104.7 is programmed so you can hear us everywhere. Never miss a beat. This station and its programming is fit for the listeners everywhere with the most variety in Trinidad and Tobago. You are guaranteed to reach your target market with More FM 104.7. Get more sales, get more clients. Book your ads today by calling us 221-4913.
You gotta catch this deal while it's here. Get hooked on KFC's fish fillets. This year Curtis catch tastes so good. You like it, yeah, I know you would. Delicious taste and great value. If it's fish you want, KFC's got it for you.
Drop your anchor at KFC this Lent and choose from delicious offers starting at $45. Catch them all at KFC.
A lucky homeowner will win a brand new car. Yes! A brand new Mitsubishi Xpander Cross. Yes, park in your 4-vehicle parking space. Limited availability. Get in a gear with DG Homes' newest gated community, Daniel Estate. The oasis of Cunupia will satisfy your needs for a new lifestyle. Beautifully designed, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, modern interior, sophisticated finishings, with superbly manicured landscaped green spaces, front and backyard included, starting at $1.65 million. Call now and book a viewing. 691-5659. Beautiful home, beautiful car, beautiful life. Home is DG Homes, Daniel Estate, Cunupia.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Need quality printing at affordable prices? Then look no further. At Graphics Source, we've got you covered. Take your project to the next level for all your designs and printing needs. From t-shirt printing to labels, signs, and banners. Look no further. Business stamps, flyers, tickets, and invites, just to name a few. With 2 convenient locations. Eastern Main Road, St. Augustine, opposite Massey Stores. And Arima Shopping Center, Broadway Street, Arima. Contact us today. 342-2664, 270-0428 or 360-8917. Graphic Source, your #1 source. You name it, we design it and print it.
Get ready to board the Harbor Master. Easter Sunday night for Howie T Annual Boat Cruise. Clash of Generations. Sunday, 31st March.
Bring your badness and come. I want you to bring your badness and come. Come again.
Boarding 11 p.m. Sailing 12 midnight. Dress elegantly in orange and black. Featuring Angel Journey, Digital Dice, King Kabuki, and the Hitman Howie T.
Welcome the king of the dance hall.
Tickets at $200. Get them now at Sion's Bar San Fernando, Como Barbershop, Mizikona Mall, Chagones, Bobby's Bar, Curab, Caliente Bar, Curab, Fats International, Trinity Mall, and Arima, New Luna Bar, Aruka, Revive Beauty Bar, Macoya Lights, Ben's Hideaway, Pinto Road, Arima, Roadside Cafe San Juan, Amanda's Grill, Excellent City Port of Spain, and the Sour Team, the Hitman Howie T Annual Boat Cruise. Clash of Generations.
me and the baddest DJ from down the 90s. I love the vibes where you bring.
Sunday, 31st March, get ready to board the Harbor Master. It's just Sunday night. 104.7 FM is your official station for Clash of Generation.
It's official. July 20th. Join the celebration. Center of Excellence, Soca, R&B, Chutney, Reggae, and more music festival.
Yes, indeed, of course. President, good morning once again to all and sundry. And of course, time check is just about 4 minutes to the hour of 7 o'clock. But of course, the gloom and doom that was, of course, on the one hand, was espoused by the Prime Minister, and then on the other hand, he tried to be alarmist. And of course, giving you a version of the story that he would have told sometime in the future, but of course, conveniently, very eclectically, leaving out certain portions of it. Well, let us fill in the gap for you. Of course, we open up the lines at the same time. I will pause once someone is on the line, but I want to tell you that Dr. Oli continues, of course, to make a mockery and, of course, lampoon himself, make a fool of himself, frankly. So the laugh is on him, because here it is. He said that what they meant, of course, gas prices dipped to $1, and then, of course, oil prices dipped. Well, Kamala Persad-Bissessar had the same experience by 2014, and she didn't cry and display panic and try to panic the population. All she did, of course, is she asked every ministry to reduce their budgetary expectations by a certain amount, and so too did he when he came in. What he failed to tell us, and of course, and talking about dangling this IMF talk and that conditionalities, and they will tell you exactly how to curtail your expenditure, etc. Hogwash, because there's no way a country like Trinidad and Tobago by 2015, when he came into office, could have even entered. The IMF would have not even considered Trinidad and Tobago as a candidate for support. Why? Because he met.
Lennox, you have a call on the line, okay?
And in other words, Kamala Persad-Bissessar and the UNC left over $5 billion in heritage and civilization for no other country in the Caribbean would have had that kind of resource. Secondly, he met, of course, he met, left by Kamala Persad-Bissessar and the UNC over $12 billion in reserve.
Lennox, call on the line.
Oh, let's go on the line. Let's go on the line. You get me vexed, man, because the hogwash that he talk. This man is a consummate liar, mendacious, and his prevarications has no limit. Good morning.
Yeah, Lennox, the bellman.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Lennox, morning to Andy, morning to Mikey and the rest of Trinidad and Tobago. When you talk about Rowley, you're speaking about embarrassment to Trinidad and Tobago. As I always say, I'll say to everybody, Tobago already do their part. They're leaving an example for we who in Trinidad now to do our part. They say they don't want we want to get rid of this man, because this man is no good for the nation. Now, Lennox, I don't know. This man sometimes doesn't realize what he has been. And you see, when a person, according to you, in his desperation, and he reached to a point, he know exactly that he under tremendous pressure. And he started to say all sort of thing. He condemning the meeting between the St. Lucian opposition and our opposition in Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, and Lennox, when you ask him what he's doing about the crime, all he is saying that the police get paid, and they getting paid, and next month they're going to get paid. The man just doesn't know what. So he reached that situation. I don't know why you call an election and see what the country have. If the country want him back, or they want him forward or whatever, but call an election. Come up with something, because he's struggling. Lennox, and when you see a government struggling, the people too will struggle. Set the country free. So you come up now with this whole talk now thing about the opposition this and the opposition that and the opposition and all sort of things. I will tell you something, Lennox. When you in a situation and you're playing a game of draft, who playing the game of draft don't see the play, you know. It's who off the board, the city player who watching the game, the city player we watching the game. And he in a situation very serious. Dr. Rowley give us a come off now, come like in America where they said they had the police had the knee on the man's neck. You have your knees on our neck. You're stifling us. We want to go forward. Forward ever, backward never. Please. And before I close, Wassa, you come in to tell me now about water this and water that. So sometimes, Lennox, if we are controlling our conversation, we talk here for the whole day. When you tell one Wassa coming and telling me now to do this and to do that, we surrounded with the water. This is an island surrounded with the water. Under the People's Partnership. That is why I always say that when I come out there on the 18th, these are the things I coming out there for. Under the People's Partnership, Wassa was working. We had 75% of water. Daily people getting that. The country wasn't crying out. You hear anybody should be crying out for bad road, hospital and this and a medicine and all these other things. From the time they bring back this man, because one thing I want to close off by saying, this man said he didn't want the job, but he get the job now, he don't want to release it. Trinidad and Tobago on the 18th, or you come out there and show the government, look, we don't want 100 people coming out there. We want a force on the 18th, Independence Square facing Express. Come out there and support your people or your person or whatever you have to do. Come out there and make that support. Wake from a drowsy nature sleep to walk like dangerous road. Have a good day, Lennox.
Yes, the level of dishonesty of this man, I mean, is unfathomable, and it has no limits, no boundaries. I mean, come on. You have not told the people that you met $12 billion in reserve, and what is the status of that money now? Because it will be an embarrassment to the so-called, of course, savior that he was supposed to be. His mosaic.
Lennox, you have a call online one?
Good morning. Yes, good morning. Sorry about that. Good morning.
Morning to you, big old man.
Good morning to you as well.
Yeah, morning to Andy, morning to Mikey, morning to Trinidad and Tobago. Lennox, well, boy, last night, they bought all the television stations. I tuned CNC Energy. I went to look at the meeting going on, big meeting. I switched to 106, TV6. I said, 103. I said, oh, God. Rolling on every station last night, but it's midi conversation with the Prime Minister. The man banned everything, but they had a nice crowd, like a Jackie, that was the when the camera swing. The guy return, people will come out. Then what I want to say is this, the water situation in the country. Then people paying the water rates. People are begging, they're paying the water rates. So you can't come and tell people no, but you will charge them, you catch them using a hose and this and that and putting a curfew on the water. So what are we really paying for? What are really coming on in this country, Lennox? But I told earlier, Lennox, I don't know people, all them newcomers on the program, I don't know. But from the time we already came 9 years ago, when I told you all, I said, well, nothing in this country, all they can't give me, call one ministry in the country that we can do, they give all a piece of money. Nobody can call. Whether it's Ministry of Health, Ministry of Social Welfare, Ministry of House, Ministry of Transport, Ministry of whatever, all they tell me one that working good. And from 9 years to now, up to now, nobody can come forward to win that money. So that alone to show we are a failed state, Lennox. You will tell me you live in a country with all the ministries, and you can call one, tell me one that working efficient? Man, no. People are be really sleeping, boy. Lennox, that water situation, I don't know about, because the dry season is terrible, and people have to get water, people have to use water. We pay me bills. People pay their water rates, they pay this. So you can't come down and tell people. So, and then also what I'm watching, when you watch them posh areas, like all of Ellerslie Park and Goodwood Park and all them places, them the lawn green right through the year, Lennox, right through the year, the lawn green, they get in the water. They put a big booster down by the corner for them to push that water up the hill, Glencoe and all them places. And so they may have no problem, but with this small man down below your table, they have a pass curfew. Anyhow, that's what people vote for. And just when they vote for, that's what they get in. So I just watch it to rock back. On the 18th, we hoping everybody come out. According to Mr. Amar yesterday, he don't really need bread, but if they come out, they come out. But we all hoping that everybody come out. People don't want nothing in this country, boy, Lennox. I love to and listening.
Yes, I hear your tinge of pessimism, but I am an eternal optimist. I always see the glass three-quarter full as opposed to that quarter empty. And yes, the people of Kulham village, for example, in Chinchin, there in Shogunas, I mean, they had the people who were arrested by the police. At least one person, I think, he would have been out by now. But certainly, and it was about water. And when they drill one well, and that might have been successful, and it's serving a few people, they then make it as though it's a national achievement, when in fact it's just a small portion, and they're trying, of course, to extract as much political, what I consider to be fodder or currency from such a gesture, when in fact you're supposed to do that across the country. Good morning.
Good morning, Mikey.
Yes, good morning.
Andy and Newbie, and to everybody on the chat. Lennox.
Yes. Hey.
No, I always admire people who could sit down and listen to this man. But you know, people have to listen to them to come back to tell us what he said.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, again, I admire all those who sat and listened to him. But from listening to everybody, when all else fails, start lying and blaming the opposition. Because that is all he can do. Lie and blame the opposition. And you see that Mr. Chastanet was here on that crime talk. That irritated all of them. That irritated them. Right? Because they know they are not doing anything in this country to help anybody with the crime situation. Absolutely nothing. Now, several years ago, he hired Lawrence Mirage, who in turn hired Mr. Purseglove for them to help Faris deal with the hanging. Ramesh told him, everything is there on the books, all you have to do is implement it. Because there was no police on the ballot paper. People voted for you. People voted for you to see about the country, not the police. You promised people on the campaign trail that you would see about the crime situation. Excuse me, Lennox. Today, 9 years later, we are in the same situation. And nobody said it, but you see, Lennox, why? It have people like us.
Only to correct the description there, not in the same position, worse off position.
Yeah, we were worse off. Yeah, we are worse off. Sorry. So I stand corrected, right? They promised people that they had the solution. They had the answers. UNC don't like us because we are your solution. Where is the solution today? You only say police getting paid? No. You must go back and see if you find that when he hired Ramesh, well, Ramesh tell him. Ramesh said the police were not on the ballot paper. It was you and your government were on the ballot paper. And today you are asking, you are blaming the police? No, don't blame the police. But you see, Lennox, that is why, as I said, I'm not going to be distracted by anything again. Because we have to remind Rowley and his government what it is they promised the people of this country and what it is we never got. Because you know what? The worst enemy of a liar is somebody with a good memory. That's the worst enemy. Now, Lennox is going in 6 weeks now, not getting a proper water supply in Santa Cruz. Lennox, it is like a thread. I am paying water rate. I have a water bill for $700. But you know what? I am going to pay that bill just as how I get in water. Chirrup, chirrup. Because if it is that we are on a schedule, give us the water when the schedule is due. Right? I have understanding. But the thing is, every day, 24/7, we are either getting that water or no water. Lennox, I have resorted to using soft drink bottles now because all the we just recently finished up all the little soft drinks I think we had for Christmas, and I kept back the bottles to fill it for drinking water because you know why? I'm not going to buy bottled water to drink. I'm not going to do it. I am paying for Wassa water. I am going to fill those bottles. I have a tank. I have 3 tanks. But the thing is, you have to use that water so sparingly because you don't know when it's going to come to fill back the tank. And we have to keep it to flush toilets and to wash and to have a shower. We have gone back. We have gone back to the Stone Age with the PNMI. And they want to come now and blame everybody. Well, not everybody. They want to come and blame Mrs. Prasad Bisesa and the opposition for every downfall. Because you see, she's spending the money, not them, you know. It's she who's spending it, and she not giving the people of the country what they deserve. And you know what, Lennox? What is hurtful, they sit down there and they laugh and they clap and they ray, because that is what they voted for. They don't care if they starve, they don't care how they live in, but that is what they voted for. And you see, just now is Easter. You're going to see them and you're going to hear them. And Lennox, before I go, I would just want to throw it out there. I have a beautiful voice note from Ryan Rampersad. Thanks a lot and have a good morning. Take care.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And once again, of course, I pay them I give them not even an inch of any kind of optimism whatsoever. They are total failure. They are blights. They are cursed. And they are dishonest. They are disruptive, and they are the greatest threat to the democracy, the economy, and the people of Trinidad and Tobago. That is what Rowley has put together, and let us not waste time by saying people are giving them a blind no. That was reflected.
Lennox, you want to call live on here?
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Lennox. Morning, Lennox. Morning. I'm
Yes,
very,
good morning.
very, very sorry for that mishap just now. This is Freeport.
Yes, I know. I'm
Mr.
an
Amar.
experienced person. I
Mr. Amar, I'm very sorry. Lennox, I'm still exhausted from yesterday. Lennox, while coming home yesterday, I had also park up on the highway, but
Understandable. We understand that. But we have to do our duty as well.
I had to pack up on the highway and take a little 5 sleeping. I'll drop asleep on the highway yesterday. Up to now, I still is. So I'm very, very sorry. Everybody on the live. Mr. Freeport is saying sorry. My apology to everybody.
Yeah, he demonstrated as a big man. Yes, really appreciate that. A high degree of maturity. Yes, indeed. Of course, we go back to the lines as per usual. And yes, as I was saying, just in case if we don't have a caller as yet, Dr. Willie is too dishonest to be a prime minister, too dishonest to be a person, too dishonest to be a citizen of this country, too dishonest to have been born in Tobago.
Lennox, call on the line.
Yes, good morning. Good morning.
Caller live.
Hello.
Yes,
good morning.
Welcome.
Can I say me?
Loud and clear, my friend.
Yeah, what you do for me now? You see that protest out in Chaguanas, the surroundings, Karapicha, wherever the police arrested people demonstrating for water?
Yeah.
I want to take them same police and send them in silos or beat them where people protesting for water and see the results will be the same, or the reaction of the police will be the same as those compared to the people in Chaguanas area. I don't know what to say.
I hear you, my friend.
You understand what I'm saying?
I get where you're coming from, yeah.
Yeah, well, we see that already. I see people in silos grabbing tire out of policeman's hand and throwing it back in a fire. But you're going with these people who protesting for something like water. And this is how you're treating these people? This can't be a democracy, man. It's not really. It ain't justice for all. It's justice for some. But you understand where I'm coming from? I don't want to say too loud on the air.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah, there is this fear on the one hand and of course emboldenment on the other hand because of the complacency of some people. Yeah. Because of the.
I remember Jack Warner, a junior minister in the Ministry of Security, gone for the highway reroute movement at one point in time and kick all the people, the teas and the little statue and whatever and thing. It can't be so. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? You agree with me, right?
Yeah. Even-handedness must be part and parcel of the execution. Yeah, I agree with you by the authorities.
Well, all I have to say, I hope Andy recovers soon. I'm missing him. I hear him. I hear the pit bull. And I'm asking the pit bull to be down for long. But thanks for your time now.
Yes, indeed. As I was saying, the level of dishonesty is too overwhelming to see this
Lennox,
man
you have a caller live?
as a human being.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Lennox, Mighty K.
Good morning to you.
And
Yes.
you, wherever you are, we're praying for a speedy recovery for you. Are being missed from the program. And may God continue blessing you guys for the great job that you all continuously doing and fighting with the people in this country for. Thank you all. Central here. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. There's something I would like to ask. And I will hope I can get the correct answer. Right, Lennox?
Yes.
What happening? You see these doctors and them in John Public hospitals? Right now, these doctors and them, these Google doctors and them, doing what they want to people in this country and it's going on for the longest while. Now, these doctors schedule to work a certain time in the public hospital. And nobody is not taking heed of what the time these doctors and them come in to these hospitals and then, you know what is the problem in this place right now? These doctors and them want to make a pound and a crown, a million and a zillion, and then come to John Public to deal with the public. These doctors and them have the private hospital. They are scheduled to come to the public hospital from 8 to 4 in the clinic with this doctor in Mount Hope. The doctor coming in the Mount Hope place there all lunchtime for 2 and 3 hours and you gone. So he's seen about the private business first and then he come in and John Public to see the public. When people suffering from 4 o'clock in the morning to come and get you in that place there early and get out tight. When you ask them, how many men calling? What going on? Hear what they're telling you and they train the people and them who under them too. The doctor ain't reach us yet. Why the doctor haven't reached us yet? They're always lying for them. And when they investigate them now, it's because they're running the private hospital. And when they close up that, then they're coming to John Public to deal with the public. That is wrong. All they want to make $1 million in all the private zone, and all they want to come and make another $1 million in John Public and suffering the people. Trinidadians, the 18th is coming up of this month. All you come out and voice all your opinion. All you see people can't done protest in this country already. They're protesting for water, they're locking up people. You are telling all your ban all your belly for all your generation and all your other generations to come, Because if hard time all you can't even come out all your house and watch a proper direction, The rate is going in this country, This wicked, non-performing, local, wicked, dirty PNM have to get out of power. And that's it, get out of this country and for life. They want to see no sign of PNM again. PNM dogs dead. Rowley to them and make a get and say a fall. Janani extra now. And accept.
That is dynamism. Yes, indeed. Of course, we have another caller because we are getting them fast and furious. And the furiosity, is overwhelming.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Lennox.
Yes.
Lennox, I'm looking on a map last night. Right, you see the boat that capsized, the boat that capsized in Tobago was going Guyana. But the route I'm looking at, I don't see it passing by any close to Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know if I'm wrong. I look at the route on a map. That would be to me. And I hear the lady talking just now about the doctors and them in the hospital. Now let us explain the people and them. The doctors and them in the hospital is always tough. Since I know myself as a little boy, right? I think about a doctor in Lubbock, Mr. Roberts. He just work a period of time there and they hire them to work in the hospital for a certain amount of hours. They don't have doctors permanent. When we have a couple permanent doctors in the hospital, they just hire these doctors to come and work for a certain hour in the hospitals. I want to explain the people and them thing.
Well, of course, she was talking about tardiness in terms of time for a certain amount of hours. But when would you expect a large amount of persons to be there? Not from around 8 o'clock, and therefore, if there is nothing until 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, then something is wrong with that system. Whether they are being paid to work a certain amount of hours. We need to at least know that. If a person come in there for 8, best they come for 8. If the doctor come in 11 o'clock, will they come in for 8 o'clock for? But they tell you to come for 8 o'clock. The administrators tell you to come for 8. If they know the doctor is coming for 10 and 11 and 12, why ask them to come for 8? And that is what I gleaned from what she's complaining about. Even though they may be working for a limited amount of hours in the public sector. So let's go to the lines. That's my response to that. I hold no brief for anyone, but that is the practical reality.
Good morning.
It does not solve the problem.
Good morning, Lennox Smith. Good morning, Lennox Smith. I think good morning. You'll be good morning. And you will be good morning. Lennox Smith, who is the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago? Who is the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago?
Who is the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago?
Yeah.
But if you ask me, I would say it had none, eh?
But
this fellow purporting to be one called Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. I mean,
Chong is the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, Chong is the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. We never take a day off one, he never take a holiday one. Chong is the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago.
So you confirm what I just say, we are none?
Yes, we are none. Chong is the Prime Minister because he never take a day off, he never take a holiday. Chotong is the Prime Minister, Rowley is the Prime Minister. Chotong is the Prime Minister, is the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And he's top on the citizens of this country because Chotong not from Trinidad. Chotong is Antigua, and that way you need to sit in this country. He personally sit in this country. Have a blessed and pleasant day, my brother.
Yeah, Rowley has proven to be a monumental failure. Indolent, ignorant, and of course, his excuses so puerile and infantile that one wonders whether or not he is still in kindergarten. Good morning.
Yeah, Lennox, sorry to come back in so early, the bellman.
Yeah, no problem. That's all right, man.
Lennox,
you are the bellman, you know, the one and only.
The reason why I come back in is just to remind the people the things that the People's Partnership could have done or given to us, or Kamala Prasad Bissessa could have done. The PNM cannot do it. We're in a country of need, Lennox. We're in a country of needs. I want to remind the public servants, all was getting 14%, and there was still a problem. All you kick against it. All you get 4% now, 2% now, no percent, and all you adjust that. In times that passed and gone, those times are very difficult. And the former Prime Minister make it in her presence and make it easy for us. Not today. What the water problem, PNM can't fix that. Trinidad, PNM can't fix the water problem. So we'll have to make sure that we support the UNC on the 18th. Medicine, we used to go to the hospital, medicine, never hear Lennox people complaining about medicine. Trinidad and Tobago only just listen to me a few seconds now. We had this already. PNM came and they take it away from us and put us in this situation that we're in there. The road, you have to be so complaining about the road and all sort of things. We had that problem. And that's why I just come back now to make sure I just reminding the people what we had and who could have do it. The PNM cannot do it. When it comes to education, I will can't be that woman. Because she can always tell you education is the only thing to bring you out of poverty. You can't beat her when it comes to education. Please come out there. Crime. Yes, there was always crime. But Lennox,
yes,
there was always crime. But the crime wasn't like now. She makes sure she tried this one. She tried the other one. She makes sure she shows there's a difference in trying people to get rid of what's going on. Let me run into quick there. Yeah, the pension, PNM come. This man come, he never increase all the pension. Senior citizens all they come out. She came and she increased her pension 2 times. Laptop for the children, she bring it. PNM can't do that. She had 7,000 food. She had exempted from VAT. So I just reminding the people, and sorry to come back in, but just reminding the people that the UNC could come and do it. They have done it already, and they could do it again. The PNM cannot do it. So please, on the 18th, come out here to show all your disapproval of the things that is going on in this nation here right now. And to as I close, to my good friend in Priscilla, good morning and have a blessed day.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We continue, of course, to take your calls. Quite a number of persons lined up, so we don't want to interfere too long. Good morning. Yes, and of course, it comes with this doom and doom and alarmist scenario and patting himself on the shoulder as somehow saving Trinidad and Tobago from what, Rowley? What you save Trinidad and Tobago from? It's over 12 billion you met in reserves, 5 billion over in Heritage and Civilization Fund. You have touched all, and of course, in excess liquidity was about 5 billion. What? You're not mentioning that at all. You mentioned how you save and what price you met gas at, and therefore Trinidad and Tobago would have been at the IMF, and the reduction, of course, of the devaluation of the dollar, all kinds of what I consider to be nebulous, superficial, and theatrics really, but of course it's based on gloom and doom theory and alarmist disposition to fool who, to surprise who. No one is convinced, because you have not been able to be honest enough to say that you met 12 billion and how much is the true amount that is now in the reserve. The central bank is saying 6 billion, but it's closer to 4 billion. We are closer now to the IMF than any other time. Good morning.
Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Lennox, I don't know if I could straighten it out, but you see, callers for years, callers have been saying that the doctors working in the private clinic and then coming to the clinic. Lennox, that is not true. Do you know the doctors who are in clinic is also the doctors on the ward? Most of the times, the doctor has to do ward rounds first and then go to the clinic. Do you know that sometimes doctors in the clinic and they call them for emergency on a ward or somewhere? So to say that the doctors doing the private practice and then coming to the hospital to work is not true. But I guess John Public would never understand why it is like that. You understand what I'm saying? When that's a ward,
that's a version. I just made some clarity. I didn't understand
when they go on the ward room. For example, a ward received yesterday. Today, that same ward received the doctors at clinic. They had to see about the patients, and it's not one ward, you know. Sometimes 2-3 wards they have to go to before they go down to the clinic. So I know it's hard for the people on the outside to understand it, but this is how the system is. I don't know what I could do to change it, but this is how the system is. So don't blame the doctors. Hello?
Are you or were you a nurse or somebody in the system?
I worked for 30 years as a nurse and assistant, Lennox.
Okay, good, right. So you're talking from the horse's mouth. Yeah.
I am very aware of the situation. I can give you an example concerning myself. I had a clinic appointment. Sitting down and waiting, 11:30 appointment. I heard the nurse saying, doctor just called and said that she had to go to maternity theater and then go to main theater. So I told the nurse, okay, I will make another appointment. The next week, by the time I reached by the desk, the nurse called and appointment for the next week. When I went to the clinic the next week, the doctor said, but you working here, you know the system. I said, that's why I did, because I know the system. I don't know how long it was going to take you in the 2 theaters. So that is why I left. So people must understand and don't blame the doctors and them. I don't know if they could change around the system, but this is how it works. Okay? Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning again, Lennox. I am calling to clear the air concerning that last caller who just called here.
Yes.
The problem is, that's what I tell people, listen, but they don't understand where it is coming from. The doctor have a private hospital in Chaguanas and medical associate. When the man finishes clinic there, he just come to Eric Williams Medical Complex. You see, that's what you're speaking there? Madam, let's not correct you, please. He's not in the same compound. He's not in the same building. The man have a separate private hospital. Do not run with something and you understand what somebody's saying. Alright? Because the man have a private hospital. When he finish that, then he come into John Public and suffering people who's waiting there from 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock coming down to the time that they put on the card for them to come. Right? There are some patients waiting to see the doctor himself, and then some people is coming back for review. So understand what people say. You was in the past. We are dealing with the present. Alright? So please understand when people try to explain something.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you.
No need to go there. No need to go there. Yeah. Well, I could only chalk that up to be there are always exceptions to all rules, because of course we cannot disclaim or deny the fact that you're talking to someone who has been or was in the system, whether past, current, or otherwise. Good morning.
Good morning, Andy. Hope you feel better. Good morning, Mikey, and the guy to the back. Lennox, I want to tell you something. Okay, I want to tell you something. The doctors have their private practice, right? I'm telling you what I went through. I'm telling you what I passed and what I know. I'm not saying what I don't know.
Okay.
What happened? I just visited this doctor. Went to the doctor, see about him. My brother went private, only to know we waiting. They sent us to the health center. Waiting in the health center. The same doctor with his private practice came to the health center. He had a patient to see after. So sometimes the lady might be working, she was working all the time. Yes, no problem. You see some there, but it's not all the doctors are the same, my dear. So I am telling you, some of them go to their private place first and then come. You understand? So don't speak about some you know, don't speak about what you don't know. You understand, Lennox? So that's how it is. They do that.
I was a bit more liberal in terms of my interpretation of all of the commentary on that particular matter, because there are exceptions to the rule. It's clear from what was told to us this morning. So thank you for that further clarity on how the system operates. We continue, of course, to take your calls. President, good morning. Yes, indeed, of course. And back to Dr. Rowley's, of course, commentaries, because it's clearly is a case of desperation. Good morning.
Good morning, Lennox, and ground report to Napuna here.
Yes,
Lennox,
good morning to you.
It's amazing that we have so much doctors who graduated and cannot get a job in this country. And we having a problem with doctors and what have you. The rotation of doctors, those who are assigned to private institutions and then the public institutions and what have you. This is madness, Lennox. Lennox, let me tell you something. The UNC philosophy from going way back when to Pastor Pandey, education is the key to bringing out of poverty.
Yeah.
PNM philosophy is education, their style is to keep you in abject poverty. Because I'll tell you why. Firstly, on the Patrick Manning, he put his wife, which is against against the grain, that you cannot put a member of your family, immediate member of family, in any ministerial position and whatnot. He put Hazel Manning as the Minister of Education. Abysmal failure. They come now, they put this one, Esther Lejeune, and next failure. Then with Keith Rowley, you had, Anthony Garcia, next failure. And now you have Nyan Gatsby Dolly. How the hell could you progress to bring people out of poverty if education is the key to that success? And you want to be, this was saying, PNM keep you in stifle, in profound ignorance, that you cannot elevate or improve yourself, and you have to be in that dependency syndrome. Lennox, I want to show you something, and I want you to analyze what I am saying here today. We know PNM's philosophy is a brotherhood of wrongdoers. We keep each other secret, and and the whole question of secrecy and whatnot, non-disclosure agreements, and all the aspects of
corruption. One
right?
word. Yes.
But let me just show you something. Under the UNC, there's two things that passed, two bills. One was the Freedom of Information Act, and the other was the Equal Opportunity Commission. Lennox, you know what how critical that was? It is only because of a PNM-style government that a country had to implement those type of policies, and that was more so by the UNC, because of the fact that the PNM style of governance is keeping everything shrouded in secrecy, and because you have an example again with this SSA, then you have the boat issue. Up to now we are hearing nothing about the Paria fuel thing with these people, and Rowley keep lying to the people. Got what he said, they have not approached him as yet for a meeting and whatnot. You used to come on the blasted radio and say that I will be meeting with them. It is critical, it is important. They are citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. You don't have to tell me, you have to wait for them to approach you to have that meeting, to have a discussion. And then it's a waste of time because you said, I am not going to be moved by any kind of meeting or anything like that for compensation or whatnot. Let the thing take its course. Those responsible with Paria fuel and what have you and what have you. So you see, Lennox, these two important things, the freedom of information, which no country, very few in the world maybe have that if you could recall, and the Equal Opportunities Commission. So it gives people, you know that you will be denied, you will be deprived, you will be ridiculed, you'll be doing everything. I hope this fella with the Roger Best from the SSA come out and speak out, You see like how Lisa Agard come out and spoke out. I want this thing, but then again, when you speak out, what action is being taken, Absolutely nothing. So, I mean, it's just like you're blowing hot air. But the fact remains is, Roger Bell, the man talk about, national security and what have you. If you know that you are being victimized politically, because as from what I read on the paper, what Dr. Molilal has suggested, maybe they want to use you as their weapon to go after anybody who opposes them, maybe the opposition, maybe the media like in you guys and what have you, or other people. So Roger Best, don't give your next Roger Gaspar here, because this is too much of a critical office for all the fellas to be playing the damn fool. And they're coming out and telling the population what is the reason. Because remember, the taxpayers pay your salary and they depend on you to get justice in this country. And if all you can't come out and do that, then all you should resign the damn job country or go and commit suicide somewhere. Because we can't take it no more. Who are we going to depend on for the dispensation of justice and water when all are the people to the forefront? So Lennox, this is my little contribution. But people, March the 18th, I have a health problem. But I will try my utmost best to be there because as I know, I have a respiratory problem, breathing and things. So, but right now...
Yes, I know that once the health permits, you will be there. You are ardent supporter.
If I had a crawl and come down there, I'm going to make the effort.
Okay,
right? So
yes, thanks very much. Thanks very much. Of course. At the end of the day, well, that is about the institutionalization of what? Of mediocrity and therefore corruption, nepotism, and cronyism. You order the day. Good morning.
Good morning. Mr. Smithy, Andy, where you hope you and the men, and Mikey. 3 critical points. The celebrating Women's International Day. How farcical that is. There's an issue, I think, in the court where one of our talented women has been discriminated left, right, and center. Attorney Vera Bajan, and none of them women's group have stood up with her, because I think it's somewhere in the appeal court or something like that where they really discriminated. I think the Equal Opportunity Chairman or Tribunal or something like that. So all of these things are womantra and this woman thing. I think it's farcical and they should go into the dustbin of reality. The second issue, and this one with the SSA director, it's laughable, eh? All you remember KCR called for a day of prayer or several days of prayer? Right. You remember Erla take the whole TTPS and went into the cathedral and called for prayers? And you remember the Archbishop of Trinidad tell all the country, the whole of the country, pray for the country? Well, this fella they call Bess, he went further. He brought his congregation and his flock to the SSA, so they will start praying inside it to get the thing right. Okay? And the other thing I want to bring to the attention, 46 schools in South had to be evacuated because of bomb threat. How many of that again will go in? And the Ministry of Education, National Security apparently is sleeping on the job. Cybercrime has committed left, right, and center inside the TTPS, and nobody knows. I can remember about 3 months ago, every week in Presentation College, was anybody arrested? Is it the same set of perpetrators? Gonna have a nice morning.
Yes, indeed. Very pertinent questions indeed. We take another call, and then probably after that we go for a break. Good morning.
Andy for Grandy, and Grandy for Andy, and foreign observers for a better life. And March the 18th. Andy, good morning. Uncle Lennox, Mikey, and UB. Uncle Lennox, I happened to watch an ending up of a speech by a dictator, and it's the most that I ever see a head of state come out and talk in my life. And I see now why it is he dragged the UNC name and Ms. Kamala Prasad Bisesa for 9 years, and his supporters and them just going with that hoodwinking while he thieving out the treasury through excusal, and had this place in a mess, and nobody will understand. You tell me, he say, when he get to realize he make a boo-boo in Barataya, he come now in San Fernando and make himself a bigger soul. He said that the Kangaloo say is because how this one, when we talk and we talk, is the talk come together to fighting. They never say to meet and have any conference to talk about crime and discuss crime. We only come down from there, move Satan, move. Let we pass now, boy. But he's a liar, correct liar. And I want to know how it is. This lion of this head of state, nobody can tell him that little children will be watching them. Because he's lying brass face, as we just say on the street. Everything is lying. You negotiate good price and trade one and how much money you recover it. And yet still NGL stocks right down and the economy revenue dropped to rock bottom. Touchstone, I want to know if territorial Touchstone, I want to know who is the bank they're going and take financing now from, because they want a new bank to finance the $30 million US for the Cascadura. So let me see. I only hope there's not some big bank in the corner will open. Because all of us, the corruption too hard, and all that yet still, all the suffering we. And nothing to easily pay we suffering. Water shortage, all kind of thing. And just we have to fight it like we in Somalia or Ethiopia. Trinidad is like the 18th is important for a better way of life. Have a nice day.
Yes, indeed. Of course, we go for the break, and when we come back, more on this edition of the Ground Report.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
The rainy season is here, so be weather smart and change your tires to handle the nation's wet roads. After all, you don't want to be the one to cause any accidents, do you? So why not check out Racetrack Wheels right now? They're the only one that gives you quality tires to hold the road properly. And to top it off, Racetrack Wheels carries all sizes of tires for all makes of vehicles. They are the sole distributors for Salem and Achilles tires. These tires carry a full manufactured warranty and is the #1 tire for comfort and performance in this rainy weather. We have the latest rims in all sizes, all at drastically low prices. We also do blank wheels that could be drilled to your vehicle specification. It's all about new technology and keeping ahead of the game.
So hurry on down to Racetrack Wheels, 3 locations: 330 Eastern Main Road, Arouca, 82 Bethany Road, Bucco, Tobago, and 64th Southern Main Road, Chase Village, or call 285-9168.
So my friend, take it from me and be weather smart this season and change your tires right now at Racetrack Wheels.
Shiny and Ari Restaurant is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standards. Serving local breakfast items like sada, fried bake, roast bake, and pies with all your favorite local fillings. Assorted lunches available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get pilau for $25 or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. They also have soup specials as well as crab and dumpling from 6 p.m. Have dinner on the pavement a la carte with burgers, fry nuggets, gyro, and just about anything you can think about. Call 382-9347 to place your order. Shiny and Ari, Main Road, St. James. Open 7 days a week.
For over 100 years, radio has been the most accessible, and to date, it's still the most listened to medium. Everywhere, More FM 104.7 is programmed so you can hear us everywhere. Never miss a beat. This station and its programming is fit for the listeners everywhere with the most variety in Trinidad and Tobago. You are guaranteed to reach your target market with More FM 104.7. Get more sales, get more clients. Book your ads today by calling us 221-4913.
Get ready to board the Harbor Master. Easter Sunday night for Howie T Annual Boat Cruise. Clash of Generations. Sunday, 31st March.
Bring your badness on, come. I want you to bring your badness on, come. Come again.
Boarding 11 p.m. Sailing 12 midnight. Dress elegantly in orange and black. Featuring Angel Journey, Digital Dice, King Kabuki, and the Hitman Howie T.
Welcome the king of the dance hall.
Tickets at $200. Get them now at Sion's Bar San Fernando, Como Barbershop, Mizikona Mall, Chagones, Bobby's Bar, Curab, Caliente Bar, Curab, Fats International, Trinity Mall, and Arima, New Luna Bar, Arouca, Revive Beauty Bar, Mokoya Lights, Ben's Hideaway, Pinto Road, Arima, Roadside Cafe San Juan, Amanda's Grill, Excellent City Port of Spain, and the Sour Sour Team, the Hitman Howie T Annual Boat Cruise. Clash of Generations.
Me and the band DJ from down the 90s. I love the vibes where you bring.
Sunday, 31st March. Get ready to board the Harbor Master. Easter Sunday night. 104.7 FM is the official station for Clash of Generations.
A lucky homeowner will win a brand new car. Yes! A brand new Mitsubishi Expander Cross. Yes, park in your 4-vehicle parking space. Limited availability. Get in a gear with DG Homes' newest gated community, Daniel Estate. The oasis of Cunupia will satisfy your needs for a new lifestyle. Beautifully designed, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, modern interior, sophisticated finishings, with superbly manicured and landscaped green spaces, front and backyard included, starting at $1.65 million. Call now and book a viewing. 691-5659. Beautiful home, beautiful car, beautiful life. Home is DG Homes, Daniel Estate, Cunupia.
Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. Shop at ADC Supermarket, Cleaver Road. A very comfortable and clean environment. These prices are unbelievable. Come see for yourself. We have the best alcohol prices. Don't miss out. Get those specials on liquor. Put food on your table with ADC Supermarket, conveniently located at number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima. Every Friday and Saturday is real vibes and live entertainment from your very own DJ Christian on Friday and Saturday. Everyone is talking about ADC Supermarket. Shop in comfort and in a clean environment with the best prices for all your grocery needs. Secured parking. Remember, free delivery. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. ADC Supermarket, number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima.
Yes, indeed. Of course, we are back. Time check is just about 9 minutes to the hour of 8 o'clock. And of course, I expect to be joined by Mikey momentarily. But that being as it may, we continue, of course, to take your calls. Don't forget, for the new callers, we have a plethora of course, calls on a consistent basis these days. And I suppose it's a sign of the times. That is to say, people are extremely concerned. So let's go straight to the line, and then, of course, I'll mention the numbers to call for those new callers. Good morning.
Welcome, good morning, Lennox, my big brother.
Yes,
morning to Mikey K, and morning to Andy, the Pitbull Rough Rider. Trinidad and Tobago, I want to ask the nation a question this morning, and I want to reveal some information that come to me. We have a budget every year. Sometimes they have budget in the first quarter, second quarter, reading by the Minister of Finance, telling you how much money each ministry get allocated. The problem plenty ministries complaining about. You will hear 40 billion for Ministry of National Security, 40 billion for education, 20 billion for HDC, this for WASA, that, but yet still, the problem the people in the ministry getting, those locations to us, Trinidad and Tobago, is just on the air and the readout in Parliament, because all it is, when you make an allocation to a ministry, let me say the budget is the 1st of January. By the 20-something of January, the ministry and them in hand no money. So, what is the allocation? Who have the accountability that keeping account are the people purse of the taxpayers' money that are located? That is why everything in the country breaking down. Lennox, by Trinidad and Tobago, who watch the news with the kangaroo, with bones showing? Listen, a place like this zoo, with tourists, and we stake with children. All you go and see the state of them animals and them. With the money spending, who in charge of spending the money? Who supervising the workers that getting paid when the day comes? Trinidad and Tobago, this thing in only in the zone. In every ministry, it have people just sitting down, because when you have a government that not showing you proper accountability, they're not showing you the way the money spending is the citizens benefiting. But you could see a few, it's just a few ministers, you know. Because some of the ministers on them want to talk and they can't talk because they take the mafia out to secrecy. Which part of the world? All they talking about Trump and all kind of thing and this one and that one. Which part of the world a government could tell you we have a government and a cabinet that people elect, that have a secrecy, that we have an oil spill, we have an animal suffering, we have people begging, We have more bullying in the school. We finding graveyard with bones. Where we could really say under this administration that they're really focusing on. Look at how quick they run to that oil spill. Because it's a secrecy. It's a secrecy, Trinidad and Tobago. The people who own them both is billionaires. They're supposed to pay every worker who cleaning up there. For the first time, they pay should be $1,000 an hour. Because the government's supposed to be seeking the interest of the workers to demand, but it have a secret in that. If you have a mafia government, and then you're finding human bone, it's a clear indication it's mafia running the country, so we go break down to the little poor boy. The boy we're bullying in school. That mafia, the people were going to work, getting pay and not doing nothing. That is mafia. And this is where licking up the country. Look how much money this man says he's spending in WhatsApp. And people protesting last night about no water for a month. Trinidad, let me tell all you something nice. Either we love this country or we against this country. I coming out the 18th. But you know I coming out is to see if Trinidadian really conscious of the country. We have one of the dirtiest country right now. Who supervising it? Where the minister local government? Where is the minister local government? Where is the mayor Port of Spain with big broad daylight? Man pulling down the pants and shilting at the side of the road. Man pulling out the penis, peeing anyway. Where is these people and them that when you read the salary with the garbage all over the place? Lennox and Trinidad and Tobago, AGC, Rowley, Garcia, and Newman, this man they call Andrew Montai. They was building a Cheddar House. Garcia was the managing director. You bring Garcia as the chairman, right? But you open a company with Newman George, which is a failure when he was chairman, to bring in a company to build houses. What it is, all you don't trust Garcia to what he did under Manning with Rowley. All you know something that all you have to put Newman George to watch. It have 3 companies in the HDC. And the 3 companies that they have is the same AGC workers with 20 and 30 years service. They're taking them over in the new company to do the HDC work. And this is what problem we have in this country. And Trinidad and Tobago, check the people who they put in office. All the people that they put in office, nobody know the record. It's total failures, you know. You have a place they call TTMF, a broken place, but them doing mortgage for AGC. And then AGC now have to wait on them to give them money to pay contractors and things. The country upside down. Trinidad, all you listen, this thing and have nothing to do no more with religion and politics, you know, with party and this thing, you know. This thing have an interest. I have grandchildren. We have children. The parents and them had it hard. These Indian children, parents and them sacrificed in the market and all about one garbage truck, all kind of thing. And now the children could reap the benefit. We parents, we the Afro Trinidadian parents were studying every top sit down on you and Bumsy and all kind of thing. Let me tell you something by all right. It have some of us who conscious and powerful that want we children to get what we can get. 90% of the people in Trinidad and in the world, well, not the world, in Trinidad I dealing with and Tobago, want to give the children something good. Just imagine your child going to a big school, a big college with big name and get stabbed up because of a bully. And nobody, not as the brother now say, you're hearing about bomb scared, you're hearing about this, you're hearing about that. We're going on. It's because this house, Trinidad and Tobago, have no parents. So father gone, mother gone, and all the children just running while doing what they want. And that is what a lot of the people in the ministry doing what they want. Police want to talk, soldiers want to talk, but when they're watching the boss and them in corruption, and let me close by saying this. Last year I told Trinidad and Tobago, the resources we have here is not oil and pitch again. Our resources right now is corruption, human trafficking, illegal drugs and guns, because if they did stop it and they did lock up people, Lennox, I want to find out, it is really true that politicians and public servants can't get locked up, boy? Only want to tell me...
That is not true. That is what they would like us to believe, but that is not true all over the globe. But
Lennox, we carry a letter to the DPP. We carry a letter to the Commissioner of Police. You know why I don't like to listen to Gary Griffith? With all respect, I meet Gary Griffith personally at time in a gym. And I tell him, I say, you will be the next Commissioner of Police. He say, well, I apply. I say, boy, you will get. You know when he get it? You see all the wrong that where them ministers and them have money hide out and with this and with that. And you never hold nobody because you have always lost your job. You should have hold them. Don't come out now to form a party to tell me you could clean up corruption when you had all the information of corruption where you're calling now about this whack-a-head woman and this next one and that one who have money and who this and that. I want to be too long, but Trinidad and Tobago, I watching to see the 18th in Woodford Square if we have more people than the people who play in Mass and in Marshall Monday. Trinidad and Tobago, let me tell you something. Right now, I going up with a fight. My family vex how I is calling the radio and I shouldn't be this and I shouldn't be that. I have friends stop talking to me because they say I bashing PNM. But let me tell Trinidad and Tobago something. I am not bashing PNM. Rowley and them is not PNM. And as long as PNM people understand everything that PNM fight for the citizens of this country, check it out good. Rowley and the whole secret clique. A minister like Stuart Young, Fitzgerald Hines, Arawi, you could call, well boy, the kingpin is in both. Because I want to remember when he did tell me a time up in Paraming, in the Parang, that we have to get rid of Manning. I want to remember that. And one day to come, I'll tell him to his face. He tell me that. Have a good day.
Thank you, Malcolm. Thank you, folks. We please. I mean, I understand the passion. I understand. It's quite a lot. But there are a lot of people too who are trying to get in on the inside. I know there's quite a lot that people want to say. Yeah. Good morning to you, Lennox Smith. Good morning to Newbie, and of course, our brother Andy Pitbull Williams, who is, he's there. He's coming along, and we definitely keep him in your prayers. And we want a strong Pitbull when he comes back out. So a lot to talk about. Newbie, I don't know if you want to pay some bills quickly and we come back and deal with some very serious matters here when we come back.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Chinese Ari Restaurant is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standards. Serving local breakfast items like sada, fry bake, roast bake, and pies with all your favorite local fillings. Assorted lunches available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get pilau for $25 or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. They also have soup specials as well as crab and dumpling from 6 p.m. Have dinner on the pavement, a la carte, with burgers, fried nuggets, gyro, and just about anything you can think about. Call 382-9347 to place your order. Shiny and Ari, Main Road, St. James, open 7 days a week.
David Guide and Son Funeral Services, with locations in High Street, Siparia, Port of Spain, Couva, San Fernando, and Point Fortin. David Guide and Son Funeral Services is the choice for you. Having to lose someone you love is already hard, so funeral services and arrangements should be made easy. And at David Guide and Son, that is what we guarantee. We guarantee our customers exclusive services at affordable prices. Our services include funeral pre-arrangement packages, casket customization, great customer service, the latest in body preparation technology, and the best fleet of vehicles to give your loved ones the send-off they deserve. With 5 convenient locations located nationwide, feel free to call or visit us today. With full packages starting from as low as $7,500, call David Guide and Son Funeral Services today. Distinctive, not expensive.
FM 104.7 and Wired 868 every Thursday at 3:30 p.m. for your sports and review. Weekly sports update, live interviews, opening and close credit, 1 by 30 seconds and 5 minutes for only $300 per segment. Join us and be in the know.
For over 100 years, radio has been the most accessible, and to date, it's still the most listened to medium everywhere. More FM 104.7 is programmed so you can hear us everywhere. Never miss a beat. This station and its programming is fit for the listeners everywhere with the most variety in Trinidad and Tobago. You are guaranteed to reach your target market with More FM 104.7. Get more sales, get more clients. Book your ads today by calling us 221-4913.
Looking for top quality and affordable hardware supplies? Then look no further than Midland Hardware, number 97 Eastern Main Road, Arouca. We stock a wide range of tools, water tanks, blocks, lumber, steel, and everything you need for your home and business project. Check out our new display of steel windows and assorted designs of metal curtain rods. Midland also stockpiles sand, gravel, topsoil, and more. We have a variety of kitchen faucets, face basins, and toilet sets, bathroom mat sets, all garden tools, hand tools, generators, power washers, and water pumps. Customers can make payments via links, credit card, online payment, and cash on delivery. WhatsApp 327-7761 for free quotations, or give us a call at 646-2144. Open every day, Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. From foundation to finish, it's all at Midland.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life, because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We are back. We are back. Hey, time check. It's about 11 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock on this Wednesday, March 6, 2024. Again, a pleasant good morning to each and everyone, the entire team. Good morning indeed. Yes, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, made it quite clear. Rowley is criticizing the United National Congress for failing to meet with the government to discuss anti-crime measures, while finding time to meet with St. Lucia's opposition leader, Alan Chasnet, a man he called Tropical Trump. Speaking with members of the public at his Conversations with the Prime Minister series at Skiffle Bunch Pan Theatre in San Fernando, Dr. Keith Rowley bluntly stated, our country has a serious crime problem. It makes you wonder who produced all these murderers. All of us are traumatized, harassed, and threatened by the misbehavior of a small number of people. I want to read that again. I really and truly. I think by now there's some level of political intelligence, even by the ones who walking around talking they're going to be something until they die. To realize that the nonsense that is being spewed, speaking with members of the public, general public, the same general public that understands the reality that the middle class has been wiped out, the same general public who's suffering, the same general public who has to deal with the reality that 2,000 plus students have fallen through the cracks in the height of the COVID pandemic. The same general public who doesn't trust the government, because it's the same people, the same general public that is questioning this whole SSA shakeup, the same general public who would have lost family members under the tent during the heights of the COVID pandemic and still don't know what's going on. The same general public who's concerned about these NDAs that were signed with China. We don't know what we have lost. We don't know. So he's talking to the public at his Conversations with the Prime Minister series at Skiffle Bunch Pan Theatre in San Fernando. Dr. Rowley bluntly stated, our country has a serious crime problem. It makes you wonder who produced all these murderers. All of us are traumatized. Again, here we go collectively. All of us are traumatized, harassed, and threatened by the misbehavior of a small number of people. The people who call in the ground report, the people who coming out on the 18th, the people who have always been side by side with us when we say we go in and deliver letters and to send a message, I can understand they being traumatized, harassed and threatened by the misbehavior of a small number of people. But not one of them that when we say, come, let me go, have the luxury of just simply saying, I can't make it because I'm on the 18th hole at the golf course. Not one of them saying that we can't make it because right now I'm vacationing on a vacation that I announced already, but here it is, I'm taking another vacation. Not one of them could simply just hop a flight, like it's a taxi going in some town, and get medical treatment. If anything, when they leave home and they tell you they missed the show today, it's because there was a woman benched somewhere in some medical clinic. That's the reality. So this cannot be collective. Not one of them could tell you, I'm sure a few of them could tell you they went some all-inclusive because they had a driver and they had security and they could have danced and do the Congo and wind down the place. They didn't have that luxury. So who is this thing about we, who all of us are traumatized, harassed, and threatened by the misbehavior of a small number of people? Rowley said this country's president requested that both government and opposition find common ground to combat this country's crime scourge. He said that was the catalyst for the yet-to-happen meeting between the two political parties. Oh, he's still waiting. He's waiting. He says, yet to happen. So I'm waiting. That's the thing. We don't even have that luxury. We can't sit down and wait. The senior citizens who rather stay at home than to go out and get toiletries and medicine, they don't have the luxury of sitting down and waiting through this. Some of them don't make up their mind. I had to die in this house. Even if a fire break out, I ain't stepping foot outside. That's the fact. Every day, it's a men waking up emasculated and they had to go and find work. They have on the good shoes, the good pants, and when the boss man say, well, I can get 2 days, we had a mixed cement, so you go home and come back. You feel is my mouth alone hungry? Or the minute I turn my back, about 15, 20 other men waiting for this work. I mixing cement now, shirt, tie, jacket, because I'm hungry. I feed my family. They don't have that luxury. We can't sit down and wait. People jumping the wall and pulling the gate and coming inside and sexually assaulting our loved ones in our face. Man getting shoot down right there on Charlotte Street. Yesterday, Digicel on Green Street in Arima, they're running the cutlass gun. No, we can't afford to wait, Rowley. You waiting for a meeting? We waiting to get up every morning to hear how many died overnight. That is the difference. That is the difference. And you sit there as some leader of North Korea and you seeing smiling faces and people there. It's no different. I mean, listen, there's no longer a creeping or a crawling dictatorship. You sat there in your comfort and the only target you had was Kamla Persad-Bissessar and the opposition. What is your problem? And that is where the fight is, people. This morning I want you to realize that will always be our objective, to remove this PNM blight. That will always be our political target, Rowley and the PNM. If you're coming on board, you don't come on board and meet a battalion fighting an enemy, and you come on board and say you're being part and parcel, and you making somebody who is not a problem an issue. That is not our target. Gary Griffith is not our target. Gary Griffith didn't shut down Petrotrin. Gary Griffith didn't give us a hike with this whole crime situation. Gary Griffith don't have people lying on the floor in the hospital when there's the Couva hospital there. The target could never be Gary Griffith. If you come on board and you join a choir, we all have to sing from the same hymn book. You can't go off and sing like some diva. If that is the case, we don't need you. You are not here to undermine the people who have been making a sacrifice for the last almost 9 years. When Kingsley came on board, he understood the target. He went against the people and he made them a target. So come on board. When Santa Cruz come on, she talks about PNM because she understands that is the target. La Hawketta, Barrackpore, Dio, everybody who is part and parcel as patriots and right-thinking citizens. If you have a banker for Gary, then go so. You have a poster of Gary hanging over your bed head or something. Once you come on board, there's one target, mission, one objective, and it is to rid the country of this PNM blight. Rowley is the genesis of our problems. No one else. It is Rowley. When Jerlin John is out there walking in La Hawketta Talparo, putting everything together, she is not the target. When Moonilal is asking the serious questions of what is going on with SSA, he is not the target. Ravi Ratiram is not the target. Dave Tanku is not the target. Victor Roberts is not the target. Archie is not the target. Kingsley is not the target. Andy Lennox Mikey. The target is the PNM led by Dr. Rowley. And if you cannot come and pick up your political weapon and fight side by side with us to understand what we're doing, don't come. Don't come. Don't come. Because this is serious. This is war. And we are coming out in our numbers. The line is open. 229-0251. 239-5120. Again, 229-0251 and 239-5120. And we'll take your WhatsApp calls and voice notes 366-3053.
Good morning, Lennox, Mikey, Andy, Newbie, and to everybody out there again, good morning. I am in the RA clinic in the St. James Infirmary. They shifted us from the General Hospital to the St. James Infirmary. Now, RA clinic was one of the most efficient and effective clinic, I think, in all the clinics. But recently, sometime last year, well, we have to go there for 7. But before, when we get there, sometimes I get there at 6:30, 20 to 7. Once the nurses are there, they call you in, they do screening, and clinics starts at 7. The doctors come in for 7 and clinic. And by 7:30, quarter to 8, you are out and you can get to the pharmacy or the same compound to get your medication. Now it's not so. It's been going in 2 years now that everything has changed. Like with everything in this health center, everything is screwed up. We get there for 7. They're not taking us in until 8 o'clock, and the doctors are not coming in until after 8. We used to have 6 doctors down there because it's a big clinic. We used to have 6 doctors down there. Now we only have 2. So you can imagine now, you are not even making it in time to get to the pharmacy. Sometimes you are leaving there all after 9 o'clock, because what they are doing also is that instead of leaving the new patients until after, or first come, first serve, they are taking in the new patients and leaving you the old patients until they see all the new patients, which is wrong. When you leave there, the last time I left there, I didn't leave there until 10 o'clock. I was not going to sit in no pharmacy again for no medication. And that's the next story. When you go now to the pharmacy, they're supposed to open at 8. They are not opening at 8. They are opening all after 8 o'clock. And when you go there, half the time, you're not getting the medication. So, people, if that is what all you voted for, sit down and take it, because I didn't vote for that. I voted, he promised us a better society. 9 years later, we are still waiting on this better society. And I know it will never come under the Skeet Rowley administration. So the sooner we unite and get rid of him, will be the better for everybody. Thanks a lot, guys, and have a good morning.
Good morning, Leonard. Good morning, Andy, Mikey, and Louis. You guys need to listen to Malcolm X, because they make some of the greatest contributions. This man I hear about Rowley, everybody, one of them call and who say he's an activist, always about Donald Trump and Donald Trump. But the man, they need to talk about Rowley, forget Donald Trump. Donald Trump is just a mafia, just like Rowley. They're all mafia. They all belong to the same mafia group. Lies, 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 lies. Until they will get away. Rape woman, rape little woman, rape woman, that let Donald Trump have to pay half of it.
Good morning, Ground Report. Andy Williams, Michael Curl, Lennox Smith. As always, Mikey K, wonderful contribution yesterday. Always on the ball with your editorials. I mean, it is so wonderful. Hope the people of Trinidad and Tobago are listening to what you are trying to put out. I just want to say this morning that it's a couple of weeks now since they both have turnover, and we have not heard anything concrete from this government. I mean, we have other sources telling us where the boat was and who the boat belonged to, but we have a government in our country and there is nothing coming out concrete from them. Also, there is this new SSA situation about somebody going on administrative leave and somebody coming, and we want to know really what is the situation with that agency. And as my good friend of mine said, he said when he's ready to build a house, he will call the PNM to do the covering, because they're all good at covering things. You understand? You're sure there will be no leaks. Take care, guys. Bless.
Oh, those were some voice notes. Don't forget, get on the inside, 229.
From report morning, Andy, Mikey, Lennox, Newbie. Mikey is so right. Like we put the target where it's supposed to be. Gary is not the problem. Kamala is not the problem. Raul is the problem. Teixeira is the problem. Rather than taking out your money from Clico and then jumping over wall to see Pandey, Lambert, who playing with the daily paid workers. All them unions and them who sitting down in the dark and selling out all the members and them. We fed up at them, we fed up. And come the 18th, we coming out for all your Lambert, especially you. I coming out for you, Lambert, because we fed up at you. You only playing daily paid workers. That's nasty stink game. We fed up at you. We can't feed with family, Lambert. Do something for you, step down. You're too old for this. You are no fighting here. You are no power. You are Buzz Butler rolling in the grave. Get up from there, move from there.
Hey, the lines are open, 229-0251, 239-5120. Don't forget your voice notes. We heard some, 366-3053. And of course, you can make your WhatsApp calls via 366-3053 as well. Yes, the lines are open. Let's hear from you. Morning, welcome. It's quite simple. It's time to live better.
Good morning to you, Mikey K.
Morning, sir.
Good morning to you, Lennox Smith. Good morning to you, Andy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Newbie, good morning to you, my brother. And I want to tell the last caller who, because in the last few days, I've been listening to him calling out Lambert. I want to tell him something. Lambert is not our problem. Lambert is fighting the government in court. We wait for Judgment Day very soon this year. I think it's supposed to be somebody in March, April. It's supposed to be done announced already. Very soon that we will know that if the government could pay 4% or if they could pay more. So I think that Lambert is doing his part because, you know what I mean? Because if Lambert say, let me go on the road now, how much working class won't come on the road? How much working class? Oh God, I will lost my work. You know, because optimize me. So Lambert is not also the problem. Lambert is, and I support Lambert. Do not take no 4%. Reject it. Let the court decide. If the court said 2 years or 3 years, I don't have permit because 4%. What you going home it? That you want Lambert to take 4%? Where mean by Lambert in fighting? He do snip some more, experience some more. That's going Lambert. Well, what do you mean? The union have the government in court. What is the problem? What is the problem? Why target Lambert in that way? Why target Lambert? It's Lambert and certain unions today is going up the fight. Who into the 4% as yet? And I don't want it. I'm a DDP worker. I don't want it. I reject it. At the time my family, I would have died than take 4%. And if I die, we'll take the money and do what we want to do. Because 4% could do what? 4%, that is 5,000, 10,000 dollars you're going home with. Under Kamala, you make it clear. And I got testify today. Under Kamala, my first back payment ever life was over $8,000 with my pay. First back pay ever work in my life under Kamala. $8,000. My second back pay under Kamala was over $25,000. And I just been for 5 years in service. So what 4% to do me? At this time, when I had no money, I broken. I balling out. 4%? Well, they could take that 4%. And you see the farm you have in Tobago, put that 4% all up in them animals and them big. And well, go and see. But yeah, put it up inside there. So as I close, I want to send a message to my friend, my new friend, Philip Alexander. Gary Griffith is not
the problem. Gary Gifford is Rowley. Our target, Philip Alexander, is Dr. Rowley. And I want to know, you cannot endorse our party, you cannot endorse our leader, and still going down that road. I'm still going on that road of a, because there was on the PNM says, as I said some day ago, when you wake up in the morning, you make a live. You know we're going to say. You just going to say down a road to give the PNM ammunition. You tell us, Philip, we're not on that. We on unity. We on unity. We on holding the link. We not on that them say, they say, put your grief behind. Whatever you and Gary have personal, that has nothing to do with the public. Wherever you are in sleep, politically in bed, that has nothing to do in the public domain. Our focus is to remove Dr. Rowley. That is our focus. Put your grief and your envy and your bad mind behind that, and let us go forward. Shake Gary hand, and let Gary Gifford shake your hand. Because I put in both of them notice. Anytime I hear Olio going on that road again, I'm going to attack both of Olio. I'm going to call UNC supporters to distance themselves away from Olio. I'm going to call UNC supporters to attack Olio, because Olio is not going to make me loss, you know. You see, Philip, Gary, Olio is not going to make me loss this election, what we have to win. So I plead to the two brothers, all your make up all your differences now. I've come to the UNC with a plan, focus, show us all your plans, show us all your membership, show us what all you have, and let me work together to remove Dr. Rowley. Mikey K, Ground Report family, March the 18th is near. We are ready for March the 18th. We are asking all you, and that's a good Maxi. Mikey, you know, we are asking only on that day, as Anderson say, put on all your children with all your schools and bring them out. Them children will be in front, leading the march, knowing that how to fight for country. We are putting the children in front, and we letting the children know this is what we are fighting for. Bring out all your grandmother, bring out all your auntie. If she's sick in hospital, go for her. March the 18th. All when we in town and when we marching, people must join us, because we are so powerful. We must so unified. We must be so strong that on March the 18th, that Dr. Rowley will know we're ready for our election. I want to thank you very much, Mikey.
Thank you, caller. Lines are open. Lower the volume on your radio, whoever, we're getting some feedback. Morning, welcome.
Hi guys, morning. Sorry about that. Listen, Mikey, well said this morning as usual. Thank God for the ground report. Thank God for all the callers, because it seems is the only platform we have to talk the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And Kingsley, I want to agree with you this morning. Last night, when I sat down there in front of my TV, waiting to see my show, who I could see in my face but this Rowley in this white chair, coming to say what? Coming to tell the people what? Oh God, you're tired lying? It's 9 years, eh? Stop insulting the intelligence of the people in Trinidad and Tobago, eh? You're coming to tell people dotishness about the opposition wouldn't get together and have crime talks and all this other nonsense. Oh God, we're not stupid. Stop it now. We see in Trinidad going from bad to worse every day, and then you come in and with Imbert and they whole pack of plums to tell people what? Eh? This thing getting overbearing now. It's overbearing now. Eh? Imagine last night you come, as the Hocketa was saying, eh? You come, you take up TNC3, the TV6, and the other 3 station prime time for 2 hours to say what, to tell lies? Eh? You could have stand up anywhere by the road and tell the lies. You're not impressing us. You understand? And the people of this country, they have to understand that when you look and you see the action of this Rowley and this Imbert, they don't intend to give up the government, and they will do anything. And when I say anything, I mean anything to hold on to it. You understand? And we out here who have the power, we the people who have the power to move them and fix this country, we still going on with this low life pettiness. I don't like this one, I'm backing out. We have to get serious. We have to get serious, and we have to realize this is a serious fight. You understand? And it has no room for childishness, no room for pettiness. Yesterday, after my ground report, yesterday I'm looking at Synergy, at Stefan. And I am seeing where somebody had put out I don't know if it's a video or WhatsApp or whatever, or what what Alexander said about it. Let me tell you this now. You see what Alexander said about Gary, and you see what Gary said about Alexander, and you see what Jack Warner said about Camilla. All you say, that's in the past, right? They say whatever they have to say. We have to emancipate ourselves from this pettiness, this shyness, this low-lightness, and realize we have a country to fix. We want to live better, as Mikey said. And we cannot live better if we allow the PLM to stay there. When we bickering and we fighting and we making confusion and we making bacchanal, we are making the PLM happy. We are giving the PLM the power they want. So everybody has to change their heart and change their mind and change their attitude and get serious. Grow up. Be big people. Yeah? Be real patriots of this country and realize we have to fix this country right now. You see right now, you see that kangaroo or whatever he was in thing with all the ribs. If you want to come in here and see now when you happy get rid of the PNM, let him come. You understand? Because I am telling all you now, we don't want a day the call election come and the next day we say we should have, we could have, everything. We have to fix it. We have to forgive. We have to unite. We have to get together as intelligent people, get rid of our differences. Whatever wrong, we can put it right. You understand? It wasn't these people that we call in Alexander and all of these and Carrie and all them. Them didn't close down petrol train, right? Them didn't make all you lose all your work. They were not responsible for the prices of the food in the grocery. They're not responsible for all the problems in the hospital. You understand? They're not responsible for all the murders. Look, yesterday at 4 o'clock on Charlotte Street, not a police in town. They were not responsible for all the murders. Every day you listen to hear how much people there. Gary, Alexander, Jack Warner, and Camilla, they're not responsible for that. It's the PLM. Is the PLM responsible for all the years in this country? You understand? And if all you don't want to get up and mature and stop all your pettiness, all your childishness, and come together, forgive, forget. Let me fix it. We ain't coming on no shaky, hurry, pick up side, you know. We want things to be ironed out, and we want to come on a strong foundation, a foundation of unity, a foundation where people are genuine, a foundation where people really and truly want to fix Trinidad and Tobago, a foundation where we want life to be better in Trinidad and Tobago. We want education to be better. We want health to be better. We want the people, as Mikey said, we want to live better. And the only way we can do that is to forgive, forget, fix, and get rid of the PLM. We cannot get rid of the PLM because let me tell all you this. Let me tell all you this in case all you don't know. The PLM will do anything, as I say, anything in the power to stay there. And the only way we can move them is when the people of Trinidad and Tobago decide we want a better Trinidad and Tobago, and we have to unite and do all in our power to get rid of the PLM so we can live again. Blessings, gentlemen.
So true. Thank you indeed. It's time to live better. Well said, Ms. Woodbrook. Well said. Forget about who say what. When people run them out, you run your business. And the business we have at hand is to rid the country of this PNM blight. All our problems must be boarded, tattooed, welded, and locked to the chest of Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. That is the genesis of our problem, because at the end of the day, it's time to live better. Who's on the outside? Quickly.
Blessed morning, Mikey. Blessed morning, Lennox. Hello?
Yes, brother, go ahead.
Hello? I'm calling for the exact to see. Mikey, I'm calling for the exact to see fire of a Gary Griffin. Gary Griffin not the fight. The fight is this evil, wicked, heartless PNM government. You come out to use dying. A man get murdered in town, broad daylight, 4 o'clock. The evil is the PNM. Gotta get rid of this evil, wicked, heartless PNM. I said the morning to Kingsley and they said you will cool down on the bit of nocturne listening. March 18, Mikey, I will be out there. Nocturne listening.
Thank you, my brother. Morning, welcome.
Good morning, Ground Report. Ground Reporters, good morning. 18th of March, 2024. We must be there. Now, Mikey, I never was a supporter. This is Arima. I never was a supporter of the PNM. But you see now, I despise Keith Rowley. I live in a residential area. It is not even freehold land. It is lease land. And because my children are unable to work for an income that they can be comfortable with, my wife and I went on to remortgage the house, and we built a 2-story to accommodate our children. Listen, I received the valuation for my house. I could have swear they moved my property and put it inside Mocha or one of these high-rise areas, Glencore, all these places. As a retiree, as a pensioner, listen, Father God, I try not to be obscene or abusive, but yeah, boy, thank you, PNM, thank you, PNM, for have a good day.
All right. If there's no one there, Newbie, we can pay some bills, and when we come back, the words of the former St. Lucia Prime Minister, he hails UNC leader as visionary, and that, my friend, is what's causing some problems for Dr. Rowley. Always looking for kinks in the armor of people, but telling us that he understands crime, what it's doing to us as a people, but we don't have the luxury that you have. So that is our political target, no one else. I'm not concerned about this one and that one. It's time to stop that. You join a battalion, you join an army, you either come with strategies, you come with purpose, you come with meaning, or don't come at all. We will shed our own political blood for the sacrifice of what we have to do to save this country. You don't have to act it. Trust me, we are committed already.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Lent is here, and the castle is making fasting easy and tasty. Come enjoy any of our 5 delicious fish options, all made with a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal. 2 slices of fish with a side. The fish combo. 2 slices of fish, 1 side, and a drink. Maybe the fish sandwich combo of 1 sandwich, a side, and a drink. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Enjoy a slice of fish, a fish sandwich with a side and a drink. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest Royal Castle.
Hey, More FM has more ways to enjoy the best music ever made. Connect with us on our social media handle. IG Iconic 1047_FM. Facebook Iconic 1047. TikTok Iconic 1047 FM. And don't forget to follow our website www.iconic1047.com. Like the pages, photos, videos, and our live stream with the teams hard at work and play. Catch up with everything More FM. Follow our website. Don't forget, get More FM app on your Android or iOS. Download it
Every
today.
word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life, because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Need quality printing at affordable prices? Then look no further. At Graphic Source, we've got you covered. Take your project to the next level for all your designs and printing needs. From t-shirt printing to labels, signs, and banners. Look no further. Business stamps, flyers, tickets, and invites, just to name a few. With 2 convenient locations. Eastern Main Road, St. Augustine, opposite Massey's Doors. And Arima Shopping Center, Broadway Street, Arima. Contact us today. 342-2664, 270-0428, or 360-8917. Graphic Source, your #1 source. You name it, we design it and print it.
Get ready to board the Harbor Masters. Easter Sunday night for Howie T Annual Boat Cruise. Clash of Generations. Sunday, 31st March.
Bring your badness and come. I want you to bring your badness and come. Come again.
Boarding 11 p.m. Sailing 12 midnight. Dressed elegantly in orange and black. Featuring Angel Journey, Digital Dice, King Kabuki, and the Hitman Howie T.
Welcome the king of the dance hall.
Tickets at $200. Get them now at Sion's Bar San Fernando, Como Barbershop, Mizikona Mall, Chagones, Bobby's Bar, Cureb, Caliente Bar, Cureb, Fats International, Trin City Mall, and Arima, New Luna Bar, Aruca, Revive Beauty Bar, McCoy Lights, Ben's Hideaway, Pinto Road, Arima, Roadside Cafe San Juan, Amanda's Grill, Excellent City Forest Bay, and the Sour Tea, the Hitman Howie T Annual Boat Cruise. Clash of Generations.
Me and the band of ZJ from down the 90s. I love the vibes where you bring.
Sunday, 31st March. Get ready to board the Harbor Master. Easter Sunday night. 104.7 FM is your official station for Clash of Generations.
A lucky homeowner will win a brand new car. Yes! A brand new Mitsubishi Expander Cross. Yes, park in your 4-vehicle parking space. Limited availability. Get in a gear with DG Homes' newest gated community, Daniel Estate. The oasis of Cunupia will satisfy your needs for a new lifestyle. Beautifully designed, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, modern interior, sophisticated finishings, with superbly manicured landscaped green spaces, front and backyard included, starting at $1.65 million. Call now and book a viewing. 691-5659. Beautiful home, beautiful car, beautiful life. Home is DG Homes, Daniel Estate, Cunupia.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Yes, we are back. We are back. Just a little before 10 minutes to the hour of 9 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. Former St. Lucia Prime Minister hails UNC leader as visionary. Alan Chesney, opposition leader and former Prime Minister of St. Lucia, defined UNC leader Kamla Persad-Bissessar as a visionary and tipped her to become Trinidad and Tobago's next Prime Minister. Chesney also divulged plans to create a body for opposition leaders from the region to ensure their voices were heard by the Caribbean Development Bank, World Bank, and CARICOM. He delivered a vibrant address at the UNC's anti-crime talks in Sangre Grande on Monday night. I am here tonight to stand in solidarity with your former Prime Minister, and more particularly because she is a leader of the opposition. I am here tonight to give her support and say that she is in the right direction. She is setting an example for all the other leaders of opposition that our job is not just to protest or oppose, but to create platforms like today to give the people a voice to speak. Chesney congratulated the opposition leader for developing the country and creating a platform for people affected by crime to speak out. See, that's a big difference. That's a big difference. We know the difference between apples and oranges. We know right from wrong. Whereas you have a man who had a meeting and criticizing the UNC for failing to meet with the government to discuss anti-crime measures, while finding time to meet with St. Lucia's opposition leader, Alan Chasney, a man he called Tropical Trump. And went on to talk about crime, you know. Went on to talk about crime. He said that soon after he appointed 4 people to represent the government and the Attorney General was tasked to chair the meeting. I did that within a week of that being agreed as the way to go. Up to this day, the opposition has not named anybody to sit down with the government team to discuss the matters we are all very familiar with. No, that's not true. It's not true. And opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar has made it clear in the past that she believes the Prime Minister should be present at those meetings. Opposition Dr. Rowley has disagreed with. Why? Why? You are saying now that citizens are being overwhelmed by people who now live in mortal fear of people they helped put in jail, but who are now out on bail. He told the audience that while his government was trying to put criminals into jail cells, the opposition UNC's focus was to get them out by not supporting an extension to the bail amendment bill. Was it working? Was it not the opposition that said, listen, this is not working, time is running out on us, we have to revisit this, this needs some tweaking? Why extend something that has proven that it is not effective? And why come with such propaganda because your back is against the wall and you're scared? And so you're having these conversations like this great North Korean leader, but time has run out on you because we understand, each and every right-thinking citizen understand, it's time to live better. Nobody signed on for this. Nobody agreed to this suffering. Even the people who talk about give you a chance, give them a chance, they're suffering more than ever now. So make sense. Before we close, I want to hear some of the comments of the good folks on the outside. 229-0251, 229-0251, and 239-5120, and 366-3053 for your voice notes and your WhatsApp calls. That's the former Prime Minister of St. Lucia, making it quite clear that he has hailed the opposition leader as a visionary.
Yeah.
Morning, welcome.
Good morning to the world and to everybody listening. Good morning. Everybody's calling me the radio show and talking and voicing their opinion about the problems with CNN. CNN is not the problem. The problem in Trinidad and Tobago is the people. You see, the old CNN head, Eric Williams, belongs to vote for him, who contaminates youngsters' minds. And when it's election, you have to make sure your children vote for them. And this attitude, Eric Williams, live like that is the problem in Trinidad and Tobago right now. The problem is not CNN. The problem is the people who put in them. And I not giving the Prime Minister wrong for what he did because they are allowing me to do it. And the next thing, to be talking about betterment and progress and moving forward. We don't want to move forward. All we want to do is call in a radio program and talk and tell people yes to call because every day we take us for calling. And just now, Shepherday coming with this election, they're going on for that CNN more idea in power. If Trinidad and Tobago want betterment, why all they don't form up with this man they call Mr. Ian Allen? But all of them like they just have talk, what CNN people, Eric Williams people sit down and talk and take talk, and CNN promises never made. Get up, wake up and smell the coffee and see what it is going on in Trinidad and Tobago. That we are allowing CNN to do what it is they are doing. Don't blame CNN. Blame the people, the illiterate people that have. And Shepherday coming just now, you must see how much Shepherday people have been going back right in power to do the same thing.
All right, caller. All right, we understand your bitterness too. We understand that. All right, caller. Thank you so much. Because you're repeating yourself and you're thinking about this one or that one. You're talking to the wrong people because the people who listen to the ground report, trust me. Morning, welcome.
Yeah,
yes, go ahead, caller, quickly.
Yeah, we know the problem. The problem is really easy, CNN. Yeah? But you don't remember, since Rowley get in power, what he did? All he do, he travel the whole world. Use the taxpayer money and he travel the whole world he travel. And when he done travel, he come back in Trinidad and he go and playing golf. So when this man will start working for the country, and when he is playing golf, he he and the Minister of Finance planning a way how to thief from the public, all to thief from the treasury by the millions and billions of dollars. We have to get really problem in this country is the PNM. We have to get rid of this PNM because them go down destroy this country so bad. They don't taking all the money from the resources in this country. Only God has to help you. And we need 18 at the Express House. We have to get the join together, push one head, and get rid of this PNM government. Thank you.
Thank you. Morning, welcome. Morning, caller, welcome.
Morning, gentlemen. Calling from the Barrackmore. Gentlemen, I just wonder if when people listen to Rowley, if they don't realize the kind of rubbish he's saying. This man come and tell the whole population in front of all his supporters that here what? Crime now has spread throughout the country. Now, 9 years ago when he win the election and he tell the population, here what, if our government, well, I don't want to repeat the same thing. Everybody know what he say. And now crime spread across the country. We just really listen and understand what this man saying. 9 years ago, people in this country could have pointed out and say, okay, there are hotspots in Trinidad and Tobago, Lavantil, Beetham, Maloney and all these kind of places, about 2 or 3 places. Now every part of Trinidad and Tobago is a hotspot. Under the man they call Keith Rowley, which is the head of the National Security Council. And he coming and telling the population and telling the people, and they clapping, that right now the whole country is a hotspot. And we still going to sit by and accept this kind of dotishness? Let me tell you something really wrong with this country. But gentlemen, have a good morning. Take care.
Thank you, caller. Hold up there, Newbie, for a minute, unless you have someone. Hold up there for a second. Just want to let the good folks know, coming in from Councillor and, of course, Ryan Ramprasad, the chairman of the CTTRC. Yes, just to let the good folks know that the CTTRC continues road repair works along the Tamana Road and El Comado Talparo Road this morning. And all drivers, please proceed with caution as trucks are dropping off materials. The backhoes there, the roller and workmen will be on site tomorrow and Friday to spread and compact same. So please, all works within La Horquita Talparo. Again, the CTTRC continues road repair works along the Tamana Road and El Comado Talparo Road this morning. All drivers, please proceed with caution as trucks are dropping off materials. The backhoe, roller, and workmen will be on site tomorrow and Friday to spread and compact same. All works within the La Horquita Talparo constituency. So a lot is taking place. Yes, indeed. And just, of course, coming in this morning, someone had been listening to you all for years. Thank you so much for the support, this person. God bless you guys. This PNM really gives with one hand and takes away with the other. I have to spend $1,500 per month to get my daughter, who is ADHD, to a private special school. So all her disability grant was given to be taken back. This PNM don't think at all about providing free schooling for these children. For almost 15 years, this child was denied a schooling. Then when Kamla had provided the Eldamo bus service with free transport, PNM took it away. Kamla would be blessed for the CLF fund and trying to provide schooling for these children when she was in power. The PNM have to go. No blessings will come to Rowley for what he has been doing to these differently able children. Yeah, and I'm sure many people, many families are in the same position. And that's why it matters most that we all understand on the same page, it's time to live better. Hey, that brings us to the end of the program this morning. Don't forget, later on this evening, yes, the Observer is on Guile TV, Amplia Flow, Tigo, and of course on social media, Facebook and YouTube at 7 p.m. And at 8 p.m., our very own Lennox Smith Corridor Transformation takes place as well. A lot is going on, folks. We lead up to the 18th of March and beyond. So please, please get ready. Until tomorrow, God willing, we'll be back. Be safe. Newbie, Andy, Lennox, and everyone else, be safe.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
You're listening to More FM.
To More FM 104.7.
Home
of the icons.
More FM 104.7. On the move everywhere.
Fall in love with radio.
All over again.
All over again.
More FM
104.7.
China Ari Restaurant is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standards. Serving local breakfast items like sada, fry bake, roast bake, and pies with all your favorite local fillings.